Yeah. Yeah. Skip fall, they like who that boy. This ain't no time for this 1994. They know I keep that flame like Wayne, some hot boys, and I got my own way. Go and grab that board. I'm from the land of the 6'5", drop of the beat. If you running, only thing you got that chop of the beat. If you ducking, you ain't nothing but a oppa to me. Yeah, I skid up on that curb like a stop of the feet. And who next? Well, your bitch chirping up my next tail. Asking for the brain, I keep the intel. Looking like a king, higher living for the team. And I'm never creeping sheets, cause I know it never ends well. Yes, blessed in a motherfucker send off. Premium see me fiend, it's not a centaur. Ski mask killers and they let off on any nigga speaking on the scent wrong. Only accidental if they left off and everybody checked off. So go and tell me who got it. If it ain't me, tell me where I gotta stash the body. Go find me where the drummer lit. And if you try to hide, we ain't running, bitch. You sneaking and I'm motherfucking hunting it. Word.
It can't be that bad, oh, 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 it can't be that bad.
Shit, let's get into it. All right, without further ado, baddies, welcome to another episode of ICBTB Podcast, also known as It Can't Be That Bad Podcast. Today, I'm joined by two dope-ass humans in the studio. I got Danny Ali, and I got Ron. Ron, introduce yourself. You're off camera, bro.
I am off camera. My name is Ron. I do a lot of stuff. I'm here today supporting Danny Ali and his podcast interview endeavors. I run Around Our Hype 6'5" show. Go check it out if you like Bay Area and podcasts. But I'm gonna throw it back to Christian.
Dude, I'm real, like, it makes me a little nervous that you're like spectating because you're real tapped in with the community.
God. This is my favorite podcast. I'll say that. Wow. I'm on record.
Mine too.
Wow.
Yeah. I put on my story the other day, but I want to give you your flowers because it's hard to interview, period. But the guests that be coming through here, their versatility, the questions that you be asking, the research that you be doing, is top notch. I don't think there's a better, I'm gonna say podcast in the game, but definitely Bay Area podcast in the game. Just
man, that means
you're amazing, man.
And we'll put the video up right here.
About halfway through my morning walk. About halfway through the It Can't Be That Bad interview with Katie the Poet. And I stumbled on a revelation. Ain't no one in this Bay Area podcast game doing it better than Christian. I'm telling you. From his versatility, to his questions, to just the overall research he does with each guest. Y'all ain't like that. I watch a lot of interviews. I watch a lot of clips. I see y'all. I respect it. But y'all ain't like him. He's different.
You saying that made everything that I do and why I do this for, it just made it make sense, man. Like, it's like, I think something that is so, being a creator when you do it from a distance where, like, you know, you just put it out for social media, you don't get you get this weird immediate gratification from like a text tone from your phone. Mm-hmm. But like when someone puts you could put a face to it, you could put someone like that I respect, you know, because like you're in the game and like you're knowledgeable and you know what good interviews are like. You saying what you said just made, you know, it's that creative bucket that we're all just trying to keep filling until it overflows or until we have to get a bigger bucket. You filled that up like goddamn to the brim that day. It's so love, man, it's love. Thank you so much for making me love what I thought I couldn't love anymore. But
it's all love, man. Dude,
let's get into it. Yeah, man,
that was real. Wait, we gotta take a moment. That was some real shit. I just saw a moment. That was beautiful. I've been meaning to merge these two worlds for so long, bro.
This isn't the first time we met, though.
I know, but like this is a merging of the worlds officially.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that was fire,
dude. It's like
that was so fucking fire.
I think we all the community that is growing from this podcast, and like you have in your show too, is like there's a Venn diagram where we all meet in the middle and we see each other.
Yeah.
So I mean, like, shout out to all creators out there. I hope everyone, if you deserve it and if you're working that hard, I hope your dreams come true. And that's what I'm trying to make this show about, is trying to put some people that really deserve their flowers on this platform and fucking get it.
Hell yeah.
So let's get it.
Let's fucking get it.
Dude, that's
Let's go.
let's go. Danny Ali, what's up, my guy?
Long time no see.
Long
Not
time
really.
no see.
We just
Not
talking
really.
for 2 hours.
I know. We just chopped it up for so long. Yeah, how are you? How's life? You look so happy. You look so fulfilled, man.
I'm great. In perspective.
Mm-hmm.
In perspective. A lot of shit has happened this past couple months, but I'm so grateful.
Yeah, last time I saw you, a lot was already going on.
Oh, yeah. What was that, last April, right before the project job?
Yeah, right before the project job.
Life has changed a lot since Real Star, bro.
Uh-huh.
Life is fucking, like, I'm not even in the same position.
Dude,
no
that's
more.
only been like
not even a
10
year.
months,
Yeah.
bro. That's a lot. Last time, are you going to be dropping something this April 28th as well? Is that what's happening? Oh, did I spoil something?
That man tapped in. That man the feds.
Who told you? Nah, I'm
Oh,
playing.
you got the link?
I do definitely drop every year on the same couple dates.
For your grandmother's birthday.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is. Shout out to your grandma.
Shout out to
In
grandmas.
preparation of this, I listened to a lot of the episode that we recorded because I really enjoyed that, and I want to reiterate that, like, who you do it for, doing something that you love for someone that you love, changes the game, doesn't it?
It does. It does. It gives me different hunger
Mm-hmm.
because it's not self-gratifying. So
Yeah, I mean, like, if she's looking down at you right now, she's real proud because you got your quality, man. And I've said this to you from the beginning.
yeah,
Ever since we've been, ever since you've entered my family, like,
Yeah.
we've, it's just like, man, Danny's doing the damn thing.
yeah.
Wow.
That shit's. Thank you. That means a lot. Honestly, I really pride myself on execution. Every step of the way, all I care about is executing at the highest quality, and it's not gonna be to my highest standard, but to the best of my ability. Absolutely,
Yeah.
that's all I care about.
Oh, and your ability, like, has no boundaries, it seems, because
that's love.
I learned a lot of the game from just seeing what you're doing.
Word.
Yeah.
That's huge.
One of the first conversations I had about the social media game was with you and my cousin Drino. Shout out.
Shout out Drino.
You're the one that was saying, like, if it's not in a vertical aspect ratio, then what are we doing?
To be honest, like, I think I was really early on that mindset. It took a little bit for people to understand. I think once they showed you that you literally can't do anything else,
Yeah.
then people were like, okay, I guess I got to do this. But I was just like, if people are watching in this aspect ratio, what are we doing the opposite for? You're supposed to meet them where they're at.
Yeah, exactly.
So-
And on top of that, like, playing the game does not disrupt your execution whatsoever.
Nah, it shouldn't. And if it does, that's kind of just an excuse.
Yeah.
Like I said, working hard enough if you're not trying to be the best outcome for
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah.
So,
And you're putting it out there, dude. If you're listening, viewers, or if you're listening right now, don't only stream his music, buy the art from the artist,
Yeah,
dude.
that's
Because
huge.
I just bought some of your shit.
I saw that.
Today.
I forgot to bring that up. Thank you, bro.
Dude,
Thank you.
of course.
This
I was
is a
just
real
like,
one.
how come I didn't buy this earlier? Like, what the heck? Because I wanted to check out, and I knew that I could just watch your the short films that you've worked with Jerome, with like Cola, with people like Ron,
Yeah.
The Walk and the Ride.
Yeah.
Dude, bite-sized pieces of art.
Mini movies, yeah.
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 Like, everywhere from like the audio production to just like the shots, the angles,
Yeah.
like, the pseudo horror thing, and like the nice little joke at the end that's just a rapper that wants to
Yeah,
hey, let's
shit's
work.
so funny. I take so much pride in those. Jerome, honestly, he's just dog. I can't even put him into words. He's a genius. I work with geniuses. Like, that's just I think that's one of our strengths.
Yeah.
'Cause we're good at finding geniuses. And I'm just blessed to be in a presence that shit just strokes my flames, I guess. Stokes my flames. I just get to be around people that are better than me at everything.
And that's what it should be.
Yeah.
Growing up, I mean, like, I've talked about this before, but like being one of the only singers in the high school that I went to kind of does something to your ego that, like, it gives you that initial confidence, but then, like, I was definitely like, man, it's just like, am I that good? Why is like, and then I went to community college and I'm just like, oh, I'm absolute trash.
It'll do it to you. The new environment, not being the best for a minute, but like it kind of pushes you.
When was the moment that you were like, man, actually, I'm pretty fucking good at this thing?
Yo, it was Project 96, easily. I think like because it was my introduction to MTMC. We had the Project 96 thing. I think I talked about it on the last pod. How we booked out the studio for the weekend. Yep. So I just got invited to that on a whim. I had just moved back home from college, and this was a group of people like I've talked to maybe a couple times, some of them, but I've never, had to be lyrically exercising with other people. And like if we're sparring and I'm getting people like multiple times over, I'm like, oh wait, I'm a little bit like. I feel a little bit confident.
I love that you say sparring. Yeah. That's a good way to put it.
We were in the ring. We were in the ring, definitely. It was fun though. I think that was the first time I had that much fun rapping. Yeah. We're going back and forth. We're just all day. We're just booking out the studio and writing songs.
Dude, and the clips that I see of your live performances are dope. You were like at, I think it was at the Red Heron Studio. And it was like what were you performing? Were you doing brand name there? Or was it like there? And in the middle of it, you say like Oakland, look around.
Oh yeah, that was a session with.
Way back, I grab it from that's hard work. I just sold what I'm reaping. Wait, and that's how I leave if they asking. Pushing pain through the game, no past tense. I'm sitting back just laughing. The stress got them pressed so they tapped in. I say they pressed so they tapped in. Yeah, Oakland, California. Look around, this shit is beautiful, bro. Look around, we did it, bro. This is y'all niggas.
Yeah, that was the first time because I think that was the first time Fatty got to see Session live, and he's not ever at the shows, so him coming out to it, and I'm just like, yo, this is just off some shit we made. Yeah, and for him to feel that impact, I was like, bro, we gotta just look around sometimes because I think we get disillusioned. We just see the stats, or we just see the social media impact that it has or the streams, and that's cool. But to see people like light up, you see their faces, you get to see how you touch the people with something you made. Yeah.
There's so many different factors.
Yeah, there's so much into it that a like or a view can't quantify.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, like once again, that text tone, that like little pink hueish Instagram notification that pops up only does so much. But like if you remember the moment, if you remember like the smells, the taste of liquor like coming off your lip, well, like like. That stuff is irreplaceable.
Absolutely,
man.
Dog. Absolutely.
Irreplaceable.
And it's so much more than a momentary high, just getting to touch the people.
Humans are wild, huh?
They are.
This shit just like I feel bad for like animals sometimes. Dude, it's not like a fucking coyote's just in the hills and then just like howls, and the rest of the coyotes are just like, yo, wait the fuck up. The way that Jimmy's howling right now is unlike any other coyote that I know. There's no one, and that coyote doesn't have its own insecurities about like how do I hone my howl?
They got howl insecurity. That's funny as shit.
Bro, howl insecurities from coyotes.
How to howls.
How to
howl videos, self-help howl videos and books.
Fuck, dude. Yeah, I'm trying to hear a coyote with vibrato. Because if it doesn't have vibrato, I don't want it.
Throw it in an auto-tune machine.
Yeah. Oh,
that
shit.
Would sound crazy.
Man, that'd be nuts.
Somebody auto-tune a howl. You got it first?
Like Tizo touchdown?
Yeah.
Nah.
Dude, Ron, you gotta go back to where you used to live. You said you lived on top of the hill, like next to some coyotes. You gotta go back.
I was telling
some serious shit, bro. I thought we were dying that day.
Yeah.
I thought those were wolves. I didn't know what the fuck we
They sounded like horses.
So let's talk about that again because we talked about that downstairs. But for the listeners,
for the listeners, when I first moved back from Sac Elk Grove, I moved to Daly City, top of the hill, right above Cow Palace, and this is top of the hill. Like there's nobody above us really from this perspective. And me, Fatty, and Danny, we're chilling one day, just outside. It's late at night, and we're about, I don't know, not too far, maybe 1,000 steps, 100 steps.
I love how you quantify this.
I don't know, like a tenth of a mile. We're a few houses
down. That was pretty precisely like 1,000 or less.
But it's pitch black, right? It's quiet, so the wildlife. They feel comfortable out there, and we're just chilling, shooting the shit. And all of a sudden, we hear like what I think to be horses come down the street, and I'm like, why would horses come down the street? That's weird. And then we turn, and it's like these mini wolves. I'm like, oh, these are coyotes. And there's like 3 of them.
And there's 3 of us. And I'm like, we can't take 3 cameras. We got to go back inside now. They're like, yo, that's the last time we're coming up here, Ron. I don't care.
We go
3v3,
outside not
man.
one more time at that Daly City house, dog.
Wow.
We was not gonna 3-man team now.
No.
We were not.
They wasn't even looking at us. We got lucky.
Yeah.
They didn't care about
They
us.
ran right by it. They was like, oh no, get out the way. We trying to run from something. And I didn't want to find out what that was.
They have priorities, man.
They're like, these dudes gotta go. Nah, move.
Yeah.
That shit was crazy as fuck. I didn't think we were making it out.
Dude,
thought
I'd
we
be
were coyote
scared as
food.
shit too,
That
man.
was wicked.
I mean, like, have you guys
was
had any
wicked.
near-death experiences prior?
Before that, yeah.
what
When I lived
happened?
in Hawaii, there was the ballistic missile crisis.
What?
That was probably the most near to death I ever got.
Oh my God,
Yeah,
really?
Yeah.
Yeah, what was going on through your mind? Like, what were you thinking? Like, who am I
I
going
was
to call?
taking a shit.
You were poop. Yeah, that's the most vulnerable you can be.
Yeah.
Damn, dude, that's just kind of like.
I did the spicy ramen challenge the night before,
Oh.
and I was sitting on the toilet going through it, just getting it. I was like, "Fuck, I'm gonna die with
What was
bubble
that? You were
guts."
the toilet.
Both,
Dude,
So
what do you do in
I-
that situation? Do you even wipe?
You gotta give it to God.
I'm not
man.
dying with just skid marks, so I kind of gotta just go and do my business. But I was sitting there like, "Fuck, this is how I'm going out on the toilet. They're just gonna find me crystallized with bubble guts." That's fucked up. That's so fucked
You
up.
gotta wipe because if you don't wipe, that means somebody else gotta wipe for the funeral.
Oh, dude, yeah, they can't put you in a casket with some shit stains.
They're like, yeah, smell it.
Oh, man.
Why not? Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. Just let me. Yo, this how I'm going.
Ruin the vibes, man.
That shit's fun. That coffee gonna smell crazy.
Does anybody want to come up? Now we good. Smelling from here.
They walk in with nose plugs. He died on the shitter. Thank you, Samyang. What is that ramen shit called? I can't even remember. Maruchan?
Oh, Maruchan, yeah.
The spicy joint?
Fucking top ramen. Yeah,
Thank
type
you.
thing.
Thank you for the bubble guts. I almost died with bubble guts.
Once I tried to do I was in a swimming pool with my cousins when I was a kid, and I tried to do a backflip underwater, and I got stuck upside down. And I thought I was gonna die. You know, you think buoyancy would fix you, but no. For some reason, I don't know what happened. I was just stuck upside down, and I thought I was gonna die. I thought that was it. That was the nearest death experience I've ever had.
So were you sinking?
No,
Or you
I was
just-
just
you were
my
just
feet were
chilling?
still up, but I was
But you
upside
couldn't
down.
push. You just, I'm just, like, I can see the floor.
Yeah, I couldn't.
But also, I
flip.
can't go back up.
Yeah, I didn't know what to
So
do.
You were holding your breath, obviously.
Dude, yes, I was holding my breath as much as a fat kid could.
Holy
So that's
shit.
why you're like, yo, I need oxygen. Like,
Yeah.
Seconds.
It should start flashing like GTA. Just start blinking. When you bit it over to the drown
You
bubble.
just start losing health. Your character ain't bruising. You just start
Dude,
losing
that's
health.
such a good way to put it.
Your
Yeah,
HP was just slowly going down.
dude, my HP was very much near like 0. I didn't
I'm
have enough
sorry,
HP.
I don't mean to laugh. This is the funniest shit because I've never heard someone get stuck upside down.
It makes no sense, dude.
That
People
would've
think
been
I
a shitty
make
way
it
to
up.
go, though. You gotta
Oh
admit,
man,
that would have been a shitty.
we
way
are
to go.
gathered here today.
Boy got hit with the Rock Lee on Gara. Sit this one out.
Oh, you don't watch anime, huh?
I watched some
But not.
Name it right now. Name what some anime is.
Death Note.
Ah,
A deep cut. Not
okay.
really. That's
Not
a deep
really.
cut for the
A mid cut.
That's the deep cut for the American anime watchers. Like, you know what I mean? Like below the surface, but right at the top of that. Yeah. What else was that? AOT. Come on.
Okay.
now.
All
Come
right.
on.
That's good.
AOT. First 3 seasons.
Okay, we got to call something out. I'm
Dude,
gonna call you out
don't
for
do
it, bro.
this.
I'm gonna call you out. Like Danny Ali is the greatest not even whole first episode, but the greatest starter of some film, movie, video content. That man will watch the hell out of the first episode. It'll put you on, and then you'll be like, "Yo, bro, I'm caught up." Yada yada yada. You'll be like, "Oh, I just watched the first episode." And like, why did you
slander.
try to put me on?
This is slander, and I will not stand next to this. I will not
It's
stand
like
by while
every
this happens.
third piece of content he tries to put you on, that man has only seen a tenth of it.
Why?
So let's clear something up.
No,
He's talking about one specific instance.
talk about the
Lovecraft Country.
Oh,
Love County.
This shit wasn't good.
dude, you were talking about this on a stream, right? You put a clip of a stream that you were
See?
doing. Yeah.
See?
Lovecraft County. Why'd you put me on then?
Cause I thought it was cool for the first episode. Then I watched half of the second. I was like, "Oh, this is ass."
Actually, I agree because I watched the full first episode
Yeah.
and I was like, "This is interesting." And then I kept watching, and I was like, "This is not."
It's fucking dog shit.
Why
I'm
did you watch the
sorry.
rest of it?
I did watch the rest of it.
And was the rest of it good?
I mean, I enjoyed it, but like, it was the excitement of like Danny being like, "Yo, this is the greatest thing right now," yada yada. Because it was peak COVID.
Yeah.
It might have been early COVID. HBO wasn't really producing a lot of stuff.
It was that and Watchmen.
Yeah, Watchmen was.
Watchmen
really good.
was that
He
shit.
put me on Watchmen too.
That was
Real
that
good.
shit, though.
It's very sad
I
it got
watched it
canceled.
twice.
Makes
Yeah.
no
It
sense.
makes no fucking sense why they would end it on a. Never mind.
It was incredible. So good.
Yeah.
That was good. Yeah, but that's false. But to your
Not
point,
false.
I did just take 3 days to watch Dune,
Mm.
and I've tried to watch. Have you heard of the Green Knight? A24.
Oh yeah, but I haven't seen it because I hear it's long and like you got to be in that mood.
My God, I've been trying to watch that movie for a month and a half. I started, watch 3 minutes, and I will fall asleep every single time. But I love Dev Patel, so I'm trying to give it a chance, and I'm just like, fuck,
Damn, dude.
grueling. But I finished the Vince Staples show in one sitting today.
It's an hour and a half.
I haven't checked it out yet. It's real good.
It's good as long as you look at it for the Vince Staples show. You're gonna get an instant comparison the second you watch.
Do I give you a full critique right here? Do you care?
No, go ahead. Whatever you want to do.
Bro, this shit would have been so much better if they just went full on as a sitcom. Because they're in the tone of Atlanta and Dave and the movie and the shows in that vein.
Okay.
But it's supposed to be a sitcom. There's no underlying. I mean, there's like a very loose plot, but it's just shit. It's like Seinfeld.
Oh, it's just like so. The next episode is
There's
just
no
new.
yeah. There's no continuity in it.
There's no through line.
Yeah. So why not just go for? I don't know. They might have been just trying to appeal to the consumer base that's already existing in those type of black shows. Well, Dave's not black, so let me not say that. But those type of shows, yeah, and it's a rapper show, so I get it. But if you had just went Seinfeld, or if you just went sitcom, it would have been a lot funnier. And Vince, as a person, is a funny nigga.
He's hella funny.
Why is he not the comedy element?
I don't.
That shit.
The style isn't comedy.
Because I've seen him. He's in Abbott Elementary, which I watch, and I think he's
a good
hella
actor.
fucking
He
funny
is.
there.
I
He's
think
a
he is.
solid actor,
Yeah.
man. You know, applause to him for being able to like for the versatility, right?
Yeah. And
So-
Dope. He was in Dope.
He wasn't dope.
Slippery Slope.
Oh,
Slippery
that was
Slope.
him at the
Slippery
club.
Slope.
Yeah.
Yep. With Tyga and them and Rocky.
Rocky was there, yeah.
Dude, that's a deep cut because that movie was that's pretty old. That's
Yeah.
like, that's like-
Damn, it is old now. It's 9 years.
Was it 13 or 15?
15.
yeah, I think it's 2015.
Straight Outta Compton came out the same year.
Yep.
Wow,
That was a good year for film.
9 years ago already.
Yep.
Damn,
I
does
love
it-
Dope. That's one of my favorite movies.
It's really good. Really
dope.
good. So entertaining.
I said it.
Oh, it's dope.
You said it?
I said the
Fuck
same
you.
time
I
you
couldn't
said
hear
it.
it. Damn it.
Does it feel like time is going by the way that it's supposed to be?
No, it feels a little fast.
Last year you said that like 2023 was like the first year where you felt like surprised, where you're just kind of like, oh shit,
Yeah.
like the things that are coming my way, kind of.
Yeah, and that kind of tenfold. Like I'm still surprised.
Tenfold.
That's still some of the shit that happened last year is still surprising, but we move. That shit
Wow.
was beautiful.
Yeah. So like you just came out with a state and brand name, which is so good, dude.
Thank you.
I wanted to talk about that a little bit more because I give you props on your music when I see you, but we never get to go into like deep detail about it.
Yo,
Because
yeah, I love those two. Those are two of my favorite songs.
Dude, and the visuals. I mean, like, I want more. Like you're just edging the community, bro.
Yeah, there's a lot that we're actually even backloaded too. So
Good, and I can't wait.
yeah, that shit's
for
fun.
all that stuff to come out.
That shit's super fun.
The visuals that came out with it as well is so good. Like fucking the camera work, and also trying to focus on like what you're saying because what you're saying is so good. Mixing up her shit.
I'm in her Dawson Rosario. That's a fucking bar. I'm
That's
sorry.
so
That shit's
good,
crazy.
man.
Busting on the live, I'm in her jaw, some Morani flow. That's crazy. When I said that line, I was like, "Oh, this song's gone." I already knew what clip I was using before I even recorded the song. I was like, "I know what I'm doing with the video."
Wow.
And that shit did exactly what I hoped it would.
What does it feel like to like come up with lines like that? Is it the light bulb above your head where you're just like,
Sometimes,
oh fuck?
sometimes, yeah.
Because you come up with like the first half of the rhyme scheme, and then you gotta match it with something that equals that, or is the punchline, right?
Yeah, that whole shit, I think It's just channeling sometimes. Sometimes I just have to channel, like, okay, this is exactly what I want to do. But sometimes it's the beat that brings it out. Because I knew once I heard that beat, like, that kick came in so vicious, I was like, oh, fuck. This shit has to do something. Yeah. And I didn't even have a hook. But I was just like, I think I was listening to Good AM that day or some shit. And I was like, oh, shit, this was a banger.
Oh, well, the hook is good, too.
Yeah, that shit, thank you.
It's so interesting because, like, hearing your speaking voice, like,
is it different?
It's different.
Because I also am a little nasally because, you know, the flight, I got a little...
No, I'm saying, like, in general, like, your speaking voice.
Nigeria. I just got back from Nigeria.
You just came back from Nigeria?
My speaking voice is different.
It is different because, like, it's like with Cola, when Cola talks, you can, like, it makes sense when he spits. And then, like, with KD, when he talks, it makes sense when he spits. With you, it's like you're chill, you're laid back too, and like whatnot. But then, like, when you go, like I was telling you downstairs, you guys all have like different sounds, and when you guys come together, you guys form Megazord.
Yeah, that's such a fire ass. We called it Voltron starting off. I fuck with Megazords because I'm a Power Ranger super fan.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's fire.
mean, Voltron
Exodia
works too.
Exodia is crazy. That's a good one. That's a deep cut. That's a deep cut.
Like anything where you just like where people just come together and make one kind of, like, you guys all have this. Because I love where you place your voice, man.
Yeah, on the beat, you like it?
Yeah, I love, like, you know, it's like it's higher, it's melodic, and it's like, and we know it's you.
Yeah.
So, like, listen to something like 10 with MTMC. Like, and you're later on the track. You're just like, oh shit, yep, that's Danny.
I used to be so ashamed of that high ass voice, bro.
I was gonna say, do you think people mistake it for a talent rather than a skill?
What?
Like the way you rap now?
The delivery portion?
Yeah, because
my registry?
Yeah, because you know, and I mean, I know obviously, but it wasn't like that always.
Nah, yeah. Even Fatty was talking about it a couple months ago. He was like, that shit, I don't know who that was. Sometimes I would not even know who that is. That shit didn't sound like you. And now it feels like
intentionally.
It's you. Yeah. And now it feels like it's you. Do I think people mistake that for a talent instead of a skill? I think so. I think delivery in general isn't looked at enough as a skill. I think people don't take enough pride into delivery because I think that's to me, that's the most important talent in rapping is delivery. Yeah. You can write some dope shit and I'll respect you, but the broad listener isn't going to give a fuck if they can't connect with how you're saying it.
I mean, like, it's an instrument. You are an instrument. Like, the dopest person could write the best music onto sheet music. Yeah. But, like, we need the best instrumentalist to read that sheet music and then play it on whatever they're playing. Exactly. You are doing all of that. You are the writer and you are the instrument. Yeah. And it's so cool, you know, coming from, like, a musical background and, like, you got a good ear on you, bro. Thank you. It's really good. Like, the hook and on top of the penmanship. Thank you. It's insane.
And that's when, I mean, I have no musical training at all. I just grew up listening to cool shit, and I always want to mimic the cool shit I used to listen to.
Dude, and that's what it is. Yeah. And then it's not necessary.
It's not. I think I'm learning that as we go, especially, like, the more we get into with technology integrating into our lives. Yeah. It sooner or later it just won't matter, unfortunately. Our AI overlords are gonna take over anything anyways.
Speaking of AI, so I told you
we're back, let's get it.
On Gumroad, I bought 5-star. And with that, you got 2 joints on there that I can't find anywhere. You know, that's not on Spotify. That's not on YouTube. You got fucking Say and Feel, and you got Something. Something has a visual. In that visual, I didn't know what I was looking at.
That's another Jerome special, buddy.
Because I was like, is that a basketball court next to a park bench with trucks going by? That's not practical. Little basketball players
got the permits for this.
Dude, I was like, what city is he in? Yeah. And someone take that down.
I'd like to speak to your man.
This isn't sanctioned by the city. Yeah, that shit was, damn, I forgot about something. I do a lot. That was all Jerome, honestly. I'm not even going to take credit for it. He was like, bro, just be my muse. I just want to try some shit. And
so everything is AI generated around you because you were standing around some robotics. And I was like, where did you guys... Yeah.
We were in a garage and then we were at like a bus stop, I think, in Pacifica. Was that Pacifica? Brisbane? Something like that.
Wow.
Somewhere in the 6.
Wow, dude. Insane. And that track is dope too, man. It's like reggaeton, it's Afrobeat.
Yeah, it's my first time ever trying some shit like that.
Oh, that shit goes.
That shit fire. And I pitched it up and shit. That shit was super fire. Yeah.
I love the way you talk about music. It's very inspiring, man.
I'm a nerd. When it just comes down to it, I'm a music nerd. I am just a music nerd. I study this shit. I was talking to my brother and his wife this past week because we were talking about Beyonce's new song.
I haven't heard it yet.
New songs. Texas Hold'em, 16 Chariots.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they're super big in the country, like randomly. Like they love country. They love Luke Combs, Chris Staples, all that shit.
Okay.
And I've never liked country, bro. Like that's one genre I'll never gravitate to.
Even to this day?
To this very day.
Wow.
But I study the hell out of country even when I don't want to listen to it. Because their songwriting and R&B songwriting is damn near exactly the same.
Oh, interesting. What are the similarities that you found?
It's cadence, it's feel. The feel is exactly the same, just in two different ways. Like there's more grounded in natural, natural sounding instruments.
Yeah.
It's more wood. What's a banjo called? Like it's those more natural sounding instruments, whereas R&B acoustic. There you go.
Okay.
And then
I love how you play the banjo, by the way.
Like an electric banjo, like half electric guitar.
I just like that you're scratching the strings.
I hate that shit, bro. But I'm like, since the funniest shit is since like the 7th grade, I've always pretended to play a banjo. I've just been obsessed with a banjo. I don't know what the fuck it is. I just love a banjo.
Not the uke?
Nah, fuck that.
Everybody had a uke.
I know. That's too
Everyone
typical.
did.
When do I ever do with everyone else?
You're
does?
intentionally trying to be different?
Yeah, back then, especially. Come on, man.
Interesting.
Everyone has a uke. I'm just going to play it up here and it's going to be a banjo now.
And now you're unintentionally different,
Yeah, I mean, I just
which is way cooler.
Yeah, I wish I knew that back then. But the similarities really is the songwriting is the same. Even if I saw a Kanye interview a couple years ago where he was like, yeah, most of the hooks, like my anthem hooks, I write it in a cadence so that someone that's a country singer can sing it.
Whoa.
Yeah, T-Pain was talking about it too.
For real? Yeah. That makes sense. They're geniuses.
The hooks, a lot of the melodies, they're similar to a lot of like the soul stuff.
I feel like it's just it's the delivery that's different, right?
Yeah,
it's the instruments you use, it's the delivery because like what's the song that like my dad loves country and I have an appreciation for country. It's not my favorite genre at all, but like my dad would play a lot of John Denver growing up and like the song that he sings on karaoke all the time is the baby lock them doors and turn them lights down low.
That's a banger though.
But if you change the sound of it, if you change the placement, if it's more like baby lock them doors and turn the lights down low,
and just the instruments bringing synths.
Yeah, it's different
808s.
rather than just making it like in this like weird like baby lock them doors and turn them lights. It's like that's so
it's the twang.
That's
really the only reason why I don't like it because it's exactly the same.
The twang.
And even if you change the beat, I guarantee if someone reproduce some beats to like Fast Car, Nick, that shit goes sound
Like
fire.
we see not rodeo,
Lil Nas X.
Lil Nas X, yeah, like
exactly.
That's what that was. Especially when you got Billy Ray Cyrus on it, that's what
Yeah,
that was.
That's
and
what
they didn't
changed
want to
the
call
game.
that country. They barely want to give Beyonce.
They didn't
that
want to
shit.
award it.
Yeah,
That's why they want to call it.
That's
country.
what I'm saying. Yeah, same shit. I mean, that's kind of why B's doing it.
Oh yeah, we knew it.
Just reclamation progress.
Yeah, that Jay-Z.
Renaissance. There you go.
Yeah, that Jay-Z speech that wasn't random.
It wasn't. That was
No, they don't do random.
They were.
They don't do random because it was too quick.
Oh, I can't believe it.
What do you think is the next the next marriage of genres that are to come to fruition?
Next marriage. That's good. I think country's here to stay, especially.
Because remember when Jay-Z
Rocking.
yeah
Ooh, that was an era, bro. That was what, middle school.
unheard of, right?
Why you
To rap over some rock.
Because you
Wayne
think about that.
prom queen.
Okay, that
the
was
prom.
different.
That shit was fire.
Because
Rock rap?
Jay-Z went in a different direction because Jay-Z was like, was it Linkin Park?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was like, I'm doing this full scale. Wayne was like, I'm gonna do this. And it's gonna be Wayne.
And I'm gonna pretend to play the guitar in every video. And I'm gonna start skating.
And then he did like the acoustic kind of love. And like,
That was
know,
crazy
fire.
when Wayne went pretty hard in that direction.
Rebirth?
I remember when
That's such a shitty album.
I
I'm
listened
sorry.
to Rebirth. You remember when Hot Topic had like those sections where you could put on the headphones and you could listen to albums?
No way,
That's when I listened
bro.
to Rebirth, and I was just kind of like, "Oh man, this is different."
This is wasn't that joint when Nicki was on there? It was just, bro. I was such a Wayne stan back then too. I just rocked with it. I was like, I'm
Pun
quit.
intended.
That was. I hate this shit. I really hate this shit.
When they dropped the World Come, and then he had Eminem featured on it.
09?
Is that 09?
I'm gonna pick up the world and I'm gonna drop it on your
Fucking
head.
it.
Oh man,
Eminem was on the run. He was on a recovery run.
Oh yeah,
I'm not afraid.
dude.
Love the way you lie. Yo, that man was on a run. That man had like 5 number ones that year. He rotated, and then after that, just
I gotta be very careful with my Eminem statements.
Why? What are you?
Great artists from back then.
But then what? You haven't fucked with him since.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, you
clue.
still?
I'll say after 2009, that man. Okay, I'll give him 2009 up until
Not me.
what's the joint with Lil
Disclaimer.
Wayne, Kanye,
Disclaimer: this
Drake?
is not me. I am not the one saying it.
Oh,
Forever, up until Forever. Forever
and
was
then-
probably like,
He had the best verse on that joint, and
okay, we're not gonna do that. We're
I'll
not
say
gonna do
that.
that. We're not gonna do that.
Who's the top for you guys right now? Who's killing the game at the moment?
me.
You said that's a good answer.
Belt.
What?
Nah, if I have to give a real answer, I can't give rap. Doesn't feel right. Rap doesn't feel right now.
Rap doesn't feel right at the moment.
I've been trying to put my finger on it for like a month. It's been longer than that, but like the past month, seriously trying to figure it out, and I can't put my finger on it. Something just feels wrong about it. So I've been listening to a lot of other shit.
Like old rap? Are you listening to old rap? Are you listening to
Like this week, I'm on my Jay-Z dive. I do it a couple times a year. I stole it from this.
Like I be just doing shit like, oh, I'm just about to listen to Reasonable Doubt, nothing else for a month straight.
Yeah.
Like, that's lame as hell. Come 2 years later on a podcast, but yeah, I'm on a Jay-Z dive.
I was talking about this shit. I was talking about this shit with Cola, I think today, and he was like, "Yeah, Ron told me that you roasted him for watching the Avengers Day
Oh, that's
One
a
in
great
2012."
That's a great story.
I was telling him, I was like, "Yeah, I've been trolling since day one. I've been trolling,
He was
especially
the first
Ron.
ever troll.
Yeah, I've been trolling since day one because I had planned to watch that movie for like 4 months, day one. And then he comes to class, he's like, "Yeah, I'm watching Avengers Day." I was like, "Yeah, nerd." No one had tickets. No one had tickets.
The
Not
whole
knowing we had
day.
the same exact showtime. That shit
Well,
was
and you
funny.
didn't you committed to the bit. You didn't tell anyone that.
No.
you
He didn't even
actually
tell me.
No, I barely told myself.
So we pulled up, and this was before assigned seating. So you walk in, and it's just like, okay, we have to have seats, right?
And I've been sitting.
Day one, and there's no seats, but there's like 5 seats, like sort of kind of like in one direction. So I'm like, all right, we got to sit there. We walk up, and guess who's sitting there
Wow.
in the same theater at the same time? And I'm like, you just spent the last 6 hours of my life telling me how much of a bad person I was for watching this today. And look who's here before me.
You think I'm missing the first superhero crossover event of my lifetime? Fuck out of here. I was so hyped. Give me Iron Man, give me Hulk, nigga, give everybody on the screen. Shit,
Dude, it
where's
was
Spider-Man?
such a big deal when that happened.
That's a huge
the
deal.
crossover. Well, right
Oh,
now,
shit.
like the MCU is kind of like in
Dude,
a
don't
weird,
even get me started.
weird.
Don't get me
space,
started, bro. It's
man.
so bad. Deadpool, Wolverine.
That's gonna be dope. That's gonna be
That's gonna be
really
fire.
dope, right?
And they're hoping that's gonna save it, but I think it's kind of too far gone. I honestly, I don't blame people for saying that they should have ended after Endgame, but it's like
Too much money.
too much money. What do I look like? You guys
Disney?
are still gonna come watching it.
When did Disney ever save something?
And there was some fire after,
Disney
but I
might
think
release.
that's like the residual fire. Like we already had this planned.
Yeah.
Like the WandaVision shit was fire.
We're
Loki
just
was
chasing
fire.
the high
Yeah.
that
That's
we
the
got
thing.
from
We'll
like
never get it.
Endgame. No,
We'll
man.
never get
Like
it. That
I
was a moment,
so good. I cried so fucking hard at the end,
bro.
dude. Like when Captain America's dancing with the
We watched that
the love of
together,
his life.
Oh yeah! Oh my god!
You know?
Oh my god, Peggy! Yo, they're never gonna recreate it. It's fine though.
No,
We gotta
it's
just be realistic.
So what's the next thing? They say that DC is gonna be the one because like they got a new
I
Superman
don't know
coming.
about y'all. I fuck with Batman. I fuck with Robert Pattinson as Batman.
Oh, he's good. I thought he was dope.
That's a good style to go to instead of Batman be the superhero, Batman
Yep.
be the detective.
I think
That's a fresh spin.
I just love different, and that's just different enough from Heath Ledger and Bane. I mean Christian Bale's shit, where it's like I could just enjoy this completely differently.
Yeah.
And I love this style of movie. That's my type of movie. So.
You ever gonna like go deeper into acting or would you
Yeah,
rather-
absolutely. Actually.
Yeah. So what are the plans with that?
Shit. I'm looking for an agency right now. That's my next goal. I'm like, I want to go full fledged in it.
What kind of roles would you want?
Give me something.
You want me to just give you a role right now?
Not to act in, but like I'll say yes or no if I think I could play.
Oh, you want me just like machine gun fire?
Yeah.
Okay.
What y'all think I would play? Typecast me.
Dude, typecasting's tough because typecasting's mean, dude.
What, Best Buy worker was
Yeah, exactly. That's what I said. It's just like
yeah,
I took an acting class in community college.
Yeah.
And the exercise we all stand in a circle. And
Fight.
and we just fucking mosh. If you can take a roll, you can take a fist. One by one, we go stand in the middle of the circle, and everyone around you just says they typecast you. So they tell
Oh,
you,
that's so scary,
dude.
and fucked up.
I go up there. I'm an Asian dude with glasses, and I was wearing a button up.
Yeah,
he
feeling
said-
good. Yeah,
Best Buy worker.
that's not even a typecast. That's like
I'm just like, what
so
the fuck?
specific.
I would have done it if I didn't experience that trauma.
Yeah. I mean, that's us growing up. We was like 7 black kids at our school, so we got typecast already. Like, we used to this. Nah, I think, honestly, supporting roles is fun.
But you
Comedy
want the
and
leading
delivery.
role, huh?
I would love a leading role, but I know it's not all the way realistic all the time. So I'm like, I'm flexible. I just want to do it because I love doing it.
Other than like what the short films that you've acted in, have you had any prior acting experience?
Funny enough, yeah, my mom took me to acting auditions when I was like 8, and I had to like, it was a peanut butter commercial.
What was it? Do it right now. Do exactly what you did right
what
now.
I did or what I was supposed to do.
Dude,
I was supposed to sell. I was supposed to sell. Do you have something I could? I'll use my inhaler, right?
Sure.
So I was supposed to sell this shit, and I was supposed to be very convincing. I was supposed to be hyperactive. I was supposed to be, I was supposed to be selling it, and I did not want to do that shit at all. There was not an ounce, a morsel in me that wanted to be acting at 8, 9 years old. So they were like, "Yeah, be chipper,
Interesting.
sell the. This is blah blah blah, blah 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 peanut butter. Sell this." And I went up there. My mom was looking. The people were looking at the auditioners. Hi, do you like peanut butter? I love peanut butter. If you love peanut butter, you should check out. Yo, my mom took me home so quick. She was like, "Don't you ever fucking embarrass me like this again."
Parents are like that though. Parents will sign you up for some shit that you really don't want to do, and then be like, "I can't believe you embarrassed me." I didn't want to be there. What you mean I embarrassed you?
Oh, dude, that's so true.
Yo, that's so funny. It was the funniest shit to me back then. Now I look at it like, damn, I really could have used that.
You could
acting
imagine if you just became a child actor.
shit. Yeah, I would have
Been deep into
been
drugs
happy.
right now.
Yeah, I would have been out the deep end.
Kelly
Yo,
Culkin.
yeah.
And then now, look, it's turned around. Now you want to be an actor.
Yeah, it only took. Most of the things my mom wanted me to do, I want to do. I just don't want to do it when you tell me to do it. What type of shit is that? I work on my own time.
You don't want to be told. Like, you've always been like that?
Rebellious a little bit.
Ah.
A little bit.
Okay.
A little bit.
Are you more of a follower or a leader?
I would say it depends on the situation.
Situation's the end of the world.
Shit.
Oh,
That's heavy.
I don't know if I would lead or follow. I would just vibe.
You just in this group of 3. Like, who are we following?
I'm following you, Christian.
Don't follow me. We'll all die.
I'm following you.
Really don't. Well, I love that you trust me. I have good instincts when it comes to this podcast and like technical shit, but real world shit. Like, once you leave that door, I don't know what I'm gonna feed myself.
I feel like you could talk to somebody, right? Like in this situation, if it's only us 3, we're gonna need other people. We're gonna need to
For sure.
grow this group.
I don't think it would be one leader. I think it would be like a 3-headed horseman or 3 horsemen type deal.
Okay.
Oh, us 3?
Because this the brain. This nigga gonna figure it out. He's just gonna keep it churning. He's like, okay, we gotta go this way, and I'll be like, all right, I'm the charisma. I'll just be here looking good. Y'all figure out everything.
Man, what does looking good? How does that help you
So
win
if you run
the?
into, have you watched Walking Dead? Have you watched Last of Us? If you run into a population, you have to be likable.
You have to be likable, but that doesn't necessarily mean you have to look good. So you're gonna be fitted. You're gonna be completely fitted off of dead people's corpses.
I'm gonna be dripped up.
You are?
I'll be the most drippy zombie if I get bitten.
Aw, that goes hard.
Bitten.
Wow, like, is that a zombie or is he walking with a pimp limp? Is all?
That's a good way to blend in, though. Cover yourself in some guts and just...
Man, look at that zombie. That zombie was making music before the apocalypse. Oh, dude.
Go about their day. Yeah, see?
That's your
Dripped out.
typecast.
What, zombie?
Zombie with a pimp limp.
Oh, zombie with a pimp limp. Yeah. That's who we gotta get.
Human rapper zombie with a
I
pimp limp.
fuck with that. Brain dead. I fuck with that.
I'd trust you if you were a zombie.
Would you?
Yeah.
I would bite the shit out of y'all.
You said you wouldn't trust him?
That man Piggy.
Yeah, that'd be like, human? Yeah.
Realistically, what skills do we have to offer to the table if we were in that situation? I feel like Ron could survive. I feel like you have good instinct in terms of like real life situations.
I feel like, my skills is problem solver / just survivor. I'll just, whatever situation I'm in, I'll just come up with something. It might not be the best something, but it's something to get me to the next step. Right. Whereas like Danny, like he's really good at being like, okay, that's really good, but I'm going to do it this way, or we should do it this way.
Yeah.
Like, add something to the something to make it better. Like, okay,
that's
that's a good idea, or that's not really a good idea, but you started my train of thought onto this, and this would be that.
Okay. Seems like you guys got that shit going for you, and
Strategy.
You guys took it all. I can't really contribute anything else.
Now we just need to do it.
Yeah,
The idea is cool.
I'll make the place look nice. Whatever.
Okay.
Fire.
Whatever we're like
Dress
holed
up
up
the
in.
shelter. Hell yeah. With all the sticks and leaves, but
Dude.
you're just gonna iron them out. And you make them look good. I fuck with that.
We have to be happy at home, God.
Yeah,
we
we
like
do.
you know. It is kind of fucked up that in The Walking Dead everyone was looking good though.
Yeah, I don't. That show was so good for a minute. It was so good.
And then
for a
they
minute.
just hit like after Negan got rid of Homeboy.
They killed my nigga Glenn, bro. That shit pissed me off.
And there was no
pissed
way he
me
was coming
off.
back from that.
No, there was none. Like, y'all can't save the series now. You teased us for mad long that someone was gonna die, and you picked him.
Well, it's because
Fuck
they had
you.
to go accordingly with the literature, so that's why.
Oh, it happened in the book.
It happened in the comic
Or
book,
the
man.
comic. Fuck the comics. Let's stop being comically accurate in 2024.
I don't know, especially with how hyped you are about the MCU. I think most of the people wanted to be comically accurate. So I don't mean to be the guy that points things out, but right
Let's have
now,
some creative freedoms now. We're far enough along.
I think you can pick and choose.
You
Like,
can.
There's some stuff that you know you should do because it's in the comics, and there's some stuff that you're like, you know what? Our comics viewers won't be pissed off. If this happens.
Let's give a 65% buffer. You know, as long as we're 65 to 70% accurate, let's just give them creative freedom. Make the best product. We don't have to be accurate.
this is
Just
true.
make the
Because then
best
you always have
product.
the fallback of, oh no, this is the cinematic universe.
See?
Ah,
See, if you want the comics, niggas want my old shit. Buy my
my
old
old shit.
album. Like, come on, man. Let's just do it. Let's just make the best product.
Because would you watch a film that was just like, all right, we're just gonna give you 100% of the story from the comic?
no,
That
it
takes
has
away
to
from
be-
the film part.
You're right. I mean, like you couldn't fit 100% of the comic into the film anyway because there's way too much, right? I don't know. It's a lot.
There is a lot that goes into like staying accurate though, because once you get rid of one thing, it's a slippery slope. You know. Then how does the physics work the same if this doesn't happen? So I get it, but
I figured out your typecast as we're talking. You're the wise guy. You're like
I'm
you're,
the wise
Yeah,
friend.
you're the guy. You're the guy at the party that like if Ron and I were fucked up and you were just like you were like telling us like, hey man, actually, like you would say some prolific shit.
bruh.
Yeah, I can
What's
see that.
crazy as fuck in Ascending Gravity, a pending title that we're working on in the TV show. That's actually my role as a clerk.
The wise clerk that you
Yeah.
give advice every single time
Yeah.
someone buys something
Yeah.
from you.
Yeah, that's funny as shit.
Yeah.
That's a good typecast. You're pretty accurate. What
I
else you
try
got?
to be. Other than that, let me think on it real quick.
Okay.
I mean, it's because like right now it's tough because like you're dressed very fashionably. So I'm gonna go to toward New York model. I'm gonna go toward obviously someone in the creative realm. However, if you just came here with some Wrangler jeans and a white tee,
Oh, I love it.
then it's a blank slate.
That's actually my Tuesday fit, so you missed it. It's okay.
Is that legitimate?
Nope.
No.
I try to get more believable with certain things.
You would die before you put on a pair of Wrangler jeans.
I'd fuck with some Wranglers if they
You
was.
might.
You will never buy Wranglers.
Yeah,
Shout out to Wranglers.
Shout out Bieber. Never say never. Yeah.
You would never fuck with no Wranglers.
You wouldn't?
Watch, I'm pulling up in Wranglers.
I
Just 'cause he
believe
said
that you would maybe with some cowboy
See?
boots.
Now you talking about the time you wore leather pants?
We're moving on from that.
What were you doing? Are you okay?
That man pulled a one-time leather pants 10 years ago. Got roasted and never. He just acts like that day doesn't exist.
It didn't
But there's a
happen.
picture.
It did not happen.
The pictures.
The picture doesn't exist either.
No, there's pictures.
Oh,
Dude, wait, yeah, what's the situation? Like you just got roasted and you never put it back. It kind of
It doesn't exist though. There's a difference between like, yeah, that was a bad move, and I don't know what you're
It
talking about.
never happened.
Wow, you're really just trying to gaslight the rest of the world that actually witnessed the
never
leather
happened.
jeans, man.
Never.
You know what? I own up to my mistakes so that I could grow from them.
It's healthy.
I would definitely say that I rocked some leather jeans at some point to know that that I have experienced and I've lived.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't.
What was your worst fashion choice ever? Was that your worst
My
fashion choice
worst
ever?
fashion choice ever. We could go down a list. Jesus, there was a lot. Damn, where do I even begin? I used to wear. I mean, this was back in the day though. Cargos with everything.
Okay.
So like cargo shorts with everything also, and like throughout the week, it was like if it
nothing
was
wrong.
a hot week, right?
Okay.
It was never a hot week. We grew up in
grew up in
Daly
Daly
City,
City.
South San Francisco.
Oh, because
50, 60s.
Yeah, it was a 65
But like,
degree.
that's hot though.
Okay, so what were you wearing?
For some
Because the
cargo,
mornings
like
were
a
45 degrees, so go
Yeah,
ahead.
It was cold as shit. Didn't wear sweaters, so it was like I had two choices. I had a black Nike sock. I had a white Nike sock. Depending on what shoes I was wearing, I would
Okay.
coordinate the socks
With the shoes.
with the fit, and I
Okay.
would go start from shoe up. So let's say I
Shoe
threw on
up.
some sevens.
Okay.
I'd rock the black Raptor sevens with the black Nike sock.
Okay.
And now, what color cargos am I rocking today? Am I going black, light brown, dark brown?
You didn't have like the camo cargos that some people
I
have?
never had the camos. I didn't go that far. That was a little corny to me. That was a little corny. But they did go below the knee,
Okay.
and then socks all the way
Very
up.
conservative of you. Yeah, you're only showing this much shin. You didn't want to give the
we
middle
can't-
school girls the
come
wrong
on, man.
idea, man.
And then obviously had Diamond Supply Co. on the shirt.
Of course.
You know, I had the
Anything
two-peak
from
dolphin.
Zoomies. Yeah.
Oh, come on. They had like a 5 for 25 deal at one point. I was going in there for the 5 for 25.
Whoa.
Foot Locker 4 for 20. I was going home with what, 10 shirts almost? 20 or $45.
Wow. Do you remember the era of like that same era, but like the shirts were always just like some like naked girl holding like a fucking skateboard in front of her tits type of thing?
With a lollipop. Like,
With a
come on,
lollipop,
bro.
dude.
It's always a
That's
blonde
like Grand
chick.
Theft Auto, like
Dead ass.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
loading
yeah.
screen?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was that guy. This fucking 16-year-old virgin rocking it's a black shirt with the sexy brunette just going down on a watermelon. On a watermelon.
Is that the same era as the airbrush cartoons and shit?
Airbrush cartoons.
Like
give me an
with
example. like
Gangsta
what?
Bugs Bunny and shit like that?
No, this is a
Gangsta-
little bit after.
Right after?
But you talking about Lot 29?
Yeah.
Lot 29 was something that I rocked because it was a hand-me-down from my brother. And so I was
were we
wearing...
doing?
What?
What were we doing?
I don't know. I just thought, like... I was in this phase where I thought, like, matching everything was cool.
That definitely was a wave, though.
that's
Everything.
everybody's first fashion tip.
Yeah, it's
Match.
like I'm gonna just match. I'm gonna make sure my colors match.
Well, how much
Not
did you guys
necessarily
match?
The shade.
Oh,
I want to like the fits I'm talking about. I would have mint Kobe's on, mint Kobe 7s.
Sure.
I'd have the mint Diamond Supply Co joint,
Okay.
and then I might have like a Vancouver Grizzlies snapback on my belt.
On your belt loop.
Like, come on,
You did
man.
that. I
Charlotte
just
Hornets.
talked to KD about this thing.
But I had to have one on the head, one on the belt.
Stop. You were
Come on
dual
now.
wielding?
Come on now, akimbo snapback.
I don't know if it works with snapbacks,
What are we
man.
talking about?
I don't know. You might as well do it with every single loop that you got.
Hey, if I could, I would.
You could.
I didn't have that many that matched. I couldn't go red or some shit. You remember the Model 1887s, Modern Warfare 2? Akimbo snapbacks. In
You're
the same
crazy.
method.
That is insane. You're just
on now.
like, just in case I want to switch it up,
Man, I'll throw the Hornets on, throw the Grizzlies, and then switch Grizzlies, Hornets.
depending on who you're talking to.
Come on.
Wow.
Where are we? Are we at school or at the mall?
Let's
Tumblr
say-
meetup?
Tumblr meetup.
Tumblr meetup.
That sounds dangerous. You're
That
meeting
sounds
people
super
off of
dangerous.
Tumblr?
Y'all don't remember that? Y'all wasn't at Tumblr meetups?
No, fuck no, dude. Are
I
you
wasn't
sure
on
this
Tumblr.
was like?
Tumblr was the one social media I just missed.
Yeah, me
Thank
too,
God.
man.
What?
Thank God. Thank God.
When I first got with Melissa and we had the talk of just like, hey, do you watch porn? And I said, like, yeah, I watch. I use the hub.
Big hub.
And I was just like, what do you use? And she's like, Tumblr. I'm like, what? She would show me what she
Trenches.
would flick her bean to. She would show me.
Trenches.
She would show me gifs She would show me gifs of just insertion, and I'm like, "What? Why are you watching? Why are you watching gifs? Why is this happening?"
Getting off to a 5-second loop is nuts.
Hey,
I gotta
get it
be
how you
honest.
live, man.
Respect.
I'm not out
respect.
here judging, but
Respect.
get it how you live.
That's
I mean,
wild.
it was
How you
interesting
live.
for me because she wanted to play the
That's-
gifs
I'm
in the
joking.
background.
Okay.
When we were like,
Okay.
and I'm like, I'm not gonna
ambiance
get
with no music. You gotta look up.
on the loop,
Loop
dude.
is nutty. Loop is a little nutty.
And it
Loop
was
is a
like,
little nutty.
and it was definitely catering to like the female species because
Yeah,
you see this
yeah.
guy's like you see this guy's abs as he's putting. You barely see any of the girl, you know, and she wanted to play that.
You gotta look up. You're like, this is not doing it for me.
Sorry, babe, we can't get it up.
Look,
We
I'm
switched the
saying-
GIF.
I ain't even gonna go there. I
Yeah,
gotta
do
go
a
all
GIF.
the way in. Pause.
Dude,
Giphy loop.
a gif.
That was good.
You gotta not laugh because this is gonna encourage
that
the
was
shit.
good.
Oh, and positively
If the
reinforcing.
first shot goes in,
You're
I'm
a pun
shooting.
boy, huh?
Oh yeah, I'm big
You
pun.
all
Big
puns.
pun.
He stole my whole bag from me.
Ah,
Yeah.
wow.
His puns are better though, because he lets me use the bad puns,
Uh-huh.
and then he'll recycle my bad puns into good puns.
It's like a offensive rebound, and I go back up with it.
Dude, you guys are gonna be good dads.
Yeah, I hope so.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Like-
I would think about that a lot. I just want to be a good dad.
I,
I just want to be a good dad.
you went from pun. Really, being good at puns is really just a telling of like how a good father you're gonna be.
Yeah, I hope so.
I don't know if I want to be a good dad, but I want to be a grandfather though.
Oh, you want to be? Dude,
that
is
it took him a second.
real good,
It
man.
took him a second. Yeah,
That's
that's
real
the
good.
good one.
Dude, that's what it is. I think that you guys are gonna be good with wordplay and puns because y'all know hip hop. Y'all listen to fucking. You guys, if you listen to bars, you're listening to double entendres.
Mm-hmm.
You're listening to metaphors. You're listening to analogies. That's all it is.
Similes.
Imagine Jay-Z with his kids.
Euphemisms. He's
know?
probably really good at it.
Really good.
Probably really good.
Kanye, I don't know if Kanye's telling dad jokes to
with
to
his titanium
Northwest.
teeth.
Dude, is it titanium now?
Yeah.
Did you guys see all the clothing that he just dropped?
$20. I fuck with it.
$20.
I fuck with that.
I was gonna buy a shirt, but I didn't want to pay the $15 shipping fee. It's just like I knew
He's trying to
there
win
was
us back.
what?
He's trying to win us back.
Yeah, I know. Rather than us buying like $200 T-shirts with the holes in them.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I don't know what Kanye's strategy is. I think he's just trying to constantly do what he feels. You know?
Yeah.
That's a man that lives in eras. A lot of artists don't really live in like these profound eras, but I saw like the video today and somebody just did like
The
a Kanye
loop,
thing.
that was fire as
And
fuck.
Kanye's has so many different eras. He has like
Yeah.
8 or 9 eras, and they're all album, fashion.
Crazy.
Every
universe.
album is a new con. He reinvents himself every album.
Every single one, dude. Like college drop. Let's say like what was the biggest skirt moment was like
Yeezus. Definitely Yeezus. The
Yeah.
Maximalist
Yeah.
with the studded mask and the Yeezys and the
That
all
was
leather
nuts.
jacket.
Well, we were already like taken aback when 808s came out,
yeah,
right? We were just
'cause
like
it was the suit.
He
with
doubled
the
back
glasses.
when he came back with My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, and then he did
Yeah.
a whole rap album with Jay-Z and Watch the
Oh
Throne.
yeah, Watch the
Yeah.
Throne. Oh, that was low key the pivot. That was right before Yeezus. It was the
Yeah.
like he was starting to go maximalist, but not all the way. He was still wearing designer, but it was still like simplistic designer.
Yeah.
So he'd wear the APC white tee that everyone talks about, the
Yeah.
$100 white tee that he collabed with them on, and he'd wear some fucking Margiela jeans, and
Yeah.
he was still wearing Nikes though. And then he goes to
Yeah,
Yeezus.
yeah.
Jesus was nuts.
Yeezus was Yeezy 2s. It was the Red Octobers.
Did you guys see him? The Red Octobers. If you got your hands on some Red Octobers, like
those shits dropped while we were at Terra Bay one day. We were playing basketball one day, and I had been waiting for probably like 4 months, just staking out Nike. Just
Wait,
like,
you
I'm
got-
gonna get these. No. I was in the middle of a fucking game, come back, check my phone, get all the alerts.
what are those going
That
for
shit
right
hurt.
now?
The
Oh,
OG
now?
Red Bottoms.
Oh my God. Now it's probably like 48.
Really?
Thou. If I had to guess.
Because like we have a cousin. You know my cousin Jeff, right?
Yeah, Jeff. He has them, right?
I don't know if he has them, but he has a homie that has them. Like just flaunts them on social media.
Yeah,
I'm just
bro.
like,
If I had
oh.
them, you would never stop seeing them. I'll just let you know that much.
Well, they're kind of a collector item now because of how Kanye's deal was with Nike. They didn't produce that many pairs.
Yeah, that's true.
Fuck
And then
any-
they had to cease and desist the pairs that they produced but didn't sell because the deal fell through. He's got signed with Adidas.
Did you guys get to see him live when he was doing Yeezus?
No, that's one of my biggest regrets, not going to Yeezus tour.
I saw him at Outside Lands when he did. So in 2014, I went to Outside Lands.
God.
And then like he was the headliner for that day that I went, and that shit was crazy. He ended on like Blood on the Leaves.
Oh my God, I would kill for
Dude,
it,
there
bro.
was like this crazy, like I've only been in like 2 relationships before. And I haven't seen that many like real life boobs. And there was like this white girl that was on like some dude's shoulders, and I hope it wasn't her boyfriend, because she was just flashing Kanye. She flashed Kanye for a little
Ultimate
bit.
betrayal.
And then I remember seeing it, and I remember I took my whatever like Android phone that I had at the time. And then
This should probably look like Roblox now.
dude, it was it didn't like spark anything within me because it was so pixelated. Anyway, she put her shirt back down, and I remember Kanye saying, "Yo, take it off." And she took it off, and I was just like, "What the fuck?" But yeah, he ended on blood on the leaves.
should have all that power.
Dead ass, dude. Dead ass. That's crazy.
Incredible
I would have
performance.
killed to see Yeezus tour, bro.
Yeah,
That shit looked majestic.
it was that's like not a full,
But still
he was
the
just at a
era.
festival. Yes, exactly,
My God.
dude.
Shout
I don't
out
know.
Kanye.
Are you guys music festival type people?
No,
I know you're not.
absolutely not.
Music festival. I've been to one festival. I went to Day in Vegas in 2019.
Ooh.
And that was a lineup that, like, I'm probably good off the next 5. I was good off 5 years because it was 5 years ago, but I got to cross so many people off, like, my musical artists off my, like, bucket list in terms of who I wanted to see.
Yeah.
Like, I saw Juice WRLD. It was, like, a
Wow.
month before he passed, and I was, like, the biggest Juice WRLD fan.
Look at that. That's a big deal.
That's huge, bro.
Saw Roddy Ricch right before Roddy Ricch dropped,
Please excuse me.
yeah, please excuse me for being antisocial. It was like a month, and there were like 200 people there. Nobody really cared.
Mm-hmm.
And then, but like in 3 months, he'd be damn near headlining.
Dude, it's cool to discover artists, right? That like when you believe in their art before everyone starts hopping on.
I mean,
man.
That's the
J.
best
Cole.
time. Those are the best times to be an artist,
Yeah.
or to be
Yeah.
a fan.
High key.
Yeah, man.
I miss the old Cole.
Yeah, he put me on to J. Cole. J. Cole's
I put a lot of people on the J. Cole.
Oh, what before? Like what album was out when you were putting people on?
None.
There was
Friday Night
there was
Lights.
Friday Night
Oh,
Lights.
so when nothing that you could find, dude. I was just talking to KD about this. I was just saying like shit like
He's probably a bigger Cole fan than me, which is surprising.
That
Oh,
man's a
he
huge
loves-
J. Cole
He's the
fan.
biggest J. Cole fan.
He's
alive.
like, yeah, he's an uncanny J. Cole fan.
it was like Kenny Lofton that was
You
my
feeling my
favorite.
pace?
Yeah, dude. Well, that sample from her to think that she lied to me. You know, that shit was so good, and the message in it.
Oh my God.
What's the other track off the Truly Yours? Was it Cole? It
There's
was
3 of them. There's 1, 2, and 3.
Off Truly Yours? That's 2. So it's
Okay.
Cole Summer.
Cole Summer. Yeah.
Kenny Lofton. 3 Wishes is the last joint. Cousins. Chris Tucker. Chris Tucker. I don't remember all that shit.
Because
I
your
heard this
memory
shit.
is dumb.
I heard
Because
You
this
have
shit
to
as
hop
soon as
on
it-
YouTube to listen to this
Legit,
shit
yeah.
now.
I had
Yeah,
to-
unless
you remember
you-
those download apps?
Bro, me and
used to have?
Fatty used to like compete. It wasn't like a competition, but we're like, whoever gets the best version of this mixtape or album wins, and you would share with the other person.
Yeah, man.
Because it was like 6 or 7 sites where you have to go, and like half the time, like it was just coming out of the LimeWire era, so you just get like sex
Random
sounds.
shit.
Oh, you just get sex
the fake Bill
noises
Clinton.
for 3 minutes.
Soldier Boy.
It's like a 48-minute sex download. And you're like,
Fuck,
what?
dude.
But you got really good at it, and you were like, all right, there's certain
You gotta
websites
just
I can
avoid
go
these
to.
joints.
Yeah.
Dude, I never did
Yeah.
LimeWire because I saw my brother ruin our family's computer from LimeWire, so I knew not to fuck with that
85
shit.
pop-ups. That shit crazy. That shit crazy
Oh
as fuck.
man.
Damn, Truly Yours, Cole.
Remember I miss those days in like high school, like where like I'd even have an iPod. Like I had to wait
Yep.
after talking with friends about like who to look up to go home onto the family computer to
Yeah.
look them
Go
up
look
on
it up,
YouTube,
yeah.
dude. And then that was the day, because like right now I don't watch music videos as much as I do, right? Because I'm always on the go. But that was the time when I was watching every single music video over and over and over.
The
again.
Vivo days.
Was it
Vivo
Yeah,
days.
Vivo.
Yeah, MTV jams in the morning.
Yeah.
Dude, there was a beauty
Countdown.
with like childhood and the lack of distractions that we had, where we could just appreciate the art without the judgment.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, and just the microwave attention spans we have where we could just live with something. I miss that. I miss being
Yeah.
that free.
Ooh, microwave attention spans is good.
Yeah. That shit is, it's here today, gone tomorrow type shit. That's kind of why. That's why I said rap is kind of where it's at. That's probably a big contributor.
Yeah.
And it's nobody's fault. It's just the progression of the human mind, I guess.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of a benefit that we can do so many things. It's kind of an evolutionary trait that we've developed. I think it just all happening a little too quick for our brains to really conceptualize what's happening. Mm-hmm. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, dude.
I didn't expect to get metaphysical off of a LimeWire talk, but here we are.
Nah, this thing, art is bigger than us, man.
Yeah, it is.
And I just hope that, like, if I have kids, that they listen to good music, because I think my kids will get more in trouble if I hear them listen to some trash, as opposed if I were to find them like coming home drunk from like a high school party.
Like, you listening to this? Really?
Start judging your child.
Why do you listen to Iggy? Why do you listen to Iggy Azalea right now?
Yo.
Yeah, there's just some because
if my kid plays fancy, dog, you gotta move
you
out.
grow up and you don't really get
out.
to choose the music you listen to in the car. It's
Yeah.
always like whoever's driving is usually like a parent or an elder.
Yeah.
And like my mom used to always say like she listened to a lot of like soul, like R&B soul from like the 70s, 80s, early 90s, right? And she's like, "Oh, like when you start driving, you get to pick what's on the radio." And so like for the first 18 years of my life, like I have all this love for soul now because that's all I had to listen to. And then when I started driving, and she was like my teacher, like she'd teach me how to drive, and I'm like, oh, I get to listen to what I want on the radio. She's like, no, the biggest lie ever. But I'm like, oh, okay. So you guys say that, it makes me think of like my child is going to be gatekept from listening to a lot of this what I would consider nonsense.
You're not gonna play him, Young Boy?
Young Boy? There's a couple Young Boy songs I like.
You're not gonna play him?
It'll be the
M?
playlist.
No M.
Wow.
You don't get old M. What?
No old M?
Don't shoot. I ain't say it. Not old M.
Because there's nothing you can relate. The only
Not gonna play him Kim, Stan.
I might play Stan.
What's the song that he says that he's super embarrassed? I said, I'm sorry, mama.
Never meant to hurt you.
Cleaning out my closet,
Cleaning out my closet. He's ashamed of that?
Yeah.
That's a beautiful
I read
hook.
some article where he's just like, yeah, he's not going to perform it live anymore. But that hook is dope.
That's
never meant to make you
That's a
cry,
galaxy
but
level.
tonight I'm cleaning out my closet. Dude, I have this like specific memory of being pissed off at my mom.
Just clean the fuck out
Dude,
your closet.
I was like,
Slam the door.
I was at some random family party in Daly City, and I was on a stoop with my brother, and we were both mad at my mom, and I remember he started playing that. I don't know how, on what fucking piece of technology, but I was just like, yeah,
or what the fuck is called?
fucking feel this shit. I was like such an angsty 9-year-old.
But like at 9 years old, you're like, why would he clean out his closet if he was mad at his mom?
Yeah.
Right?
Don't clean up right now.
Yeah,
What
like
you mean?
I'm dirtying my closet.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave you with a shit show.
I'm gonna dirty this shit up.
I'm
dirtying up my closet.
Man,
Play your kid M, bro.
I feel like because when I think of M, the first memory I have is like 2003, 2004. In my sister's Mustang on the Bay Bridge.
Curtains.
Wow.
And I'm like listening to M and 50 Cent for the first time. And I'm like, yo, this is the coolest thing ever.
Mm-hmm.
But my child can't have that moment. And that moment's like,
That's
it's
tough.
not in the time because music,
Yeah.
and I say this a lot, but it's hard to judge music so far outside the time because now it's changed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like you can have a different relationship with the music that has dropped 20 years later, but it will never be that relationship that everybody else had in the time. And that's what hip hop is missing right now because there's a lot of copycat.
Yeah.
So you can't be like, yo, remember when this happened and it was a cultural moment and everybody gathered around it because everybody's trying to do the same thing right now.
Fuck. That's deep. That's actually really crazy.
Yeah.
We don't really have a moment.
2023, it took
Shit's
like
too fast.
8 months for hip hop to have a #1 album. I think Rod Wave had the first #1 album.
Nah, it was Uzi.
Okay, what was that?
P-Tape.
July?
I want to say, yeah.
That's crazy.
So 7 months. So already more through than half the year, right?
That's crazy. That's the longest hip hop has gone in the last 20 years.
But nobody dropped to even be competitive with it. Nobody was dropping last year. It's not for
So it was just
people were
lack
dropping and
of
all they didn't get
content.
it. Yeah, nobody did much last year. It was a lot of single heavy releases. It was a lot of rollouts that didn't include albums.
in 2023, a lot of female rappers took over too.
Yeah,
We got a lot of good female rappers.
burst on the scene.
Oh yeah, there's the female rapper scene is like really growing.
Yeah,
Probably the best state it's ever been in.
I think they got the torch right now in terms of just
They do.
a general group in hip hop. There's a lot of dope hip hop MCs or
And a lot that
Hip-hop
don't get
female
love
MC.
too. But it's okay. That's gonna happen. That's gonna happen.
That's
gonna happen.
historical. That's
I think Rhapsody still deserves her flowers, dog. She don't get enough.
What kind of like music were you listening to in the car, like when on those like long road trips?
Neo soul.
Yeah. Neo soul. You
Neo
were
soul.
blessed to listen to some neo soul.
I grew up on that, like super rooted in that. Everything I do is super rooted in that.
Wow,
Yeah.
wow. I got to listen to like my parents would play like a whole lot of like oldies, obviously, like oldies, doo-wop.
Beautiful.
What do you call it? A fuck ton of like Jackson 5 and young Michael
Beautiful.
Jackson, dude.
I got a lot of young Mike too.
Dude, like I think the one that I'm re-slapping right now is
Damn, what is that?
I wanna be where you are.
Oh my God, what a banger. Yo, when you think about it, the older I get, Mike did not fuck with his family.
Oh yeah.
That nigga know, like his dad truly made him not fuck with any of them though, and his siblings were on bullshit the whole time.
Oh man,
They were on
it's hard
straight
being the
bullshit.
most talented and the youngest.
Yeah.
dude,
Least
imagine the amount of
I
pressure.
kicked that nigga to the curb.
Like,
if the
what?
younger one was better than all of us, yo, go
But
do
then
something.
people are buying tickets for Mike.
Literally, I'd
Yeah.
be hot. I'd
Well,
be
that's why
sick.
eventually it stopped being Jackson 5, and he was gonna do his own shit.
And he didn't tour Thriller.
He didn't.
Oh,
tour
he
through.
They made him go on tour with his brothers.
Ah,
I would have been like, you motherfuckers gotta move. I'm sorry. Y'all can get in the crowd. I get y'all backstage passes or something. I'm touring the
He
biggest
had
album
that
ever.
Motown record or that Motown deal,
I am touring the biggest record ever. I'm sorry.
but it wasn't. It was just Thriller at the time. It got really great, but
now that's a musical journey to go from like Motown to like the king of king
the
of
pop and then the world.
and then the world, king of the world.
Yo.
Dude.
Mike's the best. He's the best ever. I don't give a fuck.
yeah,
It's the best ever.
he's a goat.
I don't care.
Yeah.
That's one thing people can agree on.
Yeah.
I mean, it's good. Come on, it plays at a wedding. Like you're gonna set aside whatever your opinions
Literally.
are, because if I see you, if you have a lot to say and you start bobbing your head to fucking PYT, I've never been in a fight before,
Beat it.
but I
Billie
will
Jean.
fucking fight. Yeah.
4 decades of hits.
Bro, he had us crying to a song he made about his pet rat.
Oh, dude, that era. Do you know the song "Happy" by not by Pharrell?
I was gonna say,
That song. No. Happy. He has like a Michael Jackson in that era when he came out with Ben. There's these 2 songs I want to show you guys when we stop recording that fucking make me feel all the feels, and it's just so good. And it just goes to show that there's still some Michael Jackson, even if you know a lot of his hits, like if you dig a little bit deeper,
it's always been there. It's always been, and it's
shit's
something you
been
can't
there,
teach.
man.
Even though he had a lot of training from a very strict upbringing,
Yeah.
he honestly was just gifted. That's God given. You couldn't create something like that. You can't create that.
I talk about this so much, but like he's not trained in the way that you think that he would be trained. He doesn't know how to read sheet music. He doesn't know how to play instruments,
which is
So
crazy as fuck.
the way that he would make music is that he would have to like record it on a recorder and
Yeah.
be like, this is what I hear the guitars as, this is what I hear the drums at, and then he would just layer it with all these recordings.
That's like what producing is.
Yeah.
You know, like you don't have to know sheet music to be a producer.
No, you don't.
You just have to know what creative direction you want the sounds in.
That's what I'm saying. Like going back to what you were saying earlier, you were saying that you don't have a musical background. Sometimes having a musical background, in my opinion, could hinder you.
That's what I've heard a lot.
Because like if it doesn't make sense theoretically, then a lot of people will stop themselves. Or myself, since I have a musical background, I'm intimidated from the little theory that I know, but I'm intimidated from my homies that are very well versed in the theoretical realm, where I'm just like, I don't feel like I can create because I feel like it's not up to par theoretically, and so it pacifies me rather than like making me work harder.
Yeah. Sometimes I act as a box instead of a rubric.
Exactly.
Like just
Ignorance
put
is
you
bliss.
put you in a further box. I could see that. I have very little technical training on anything I do, so
Yeah.
that's why a lot of it doesn't make sense.
But your shit is like, to go back to you, dude.
Technical sense.
I mean, it's art, dude, and you killing the thing. Like going back to like a brand name, like the flow that. So like, go to spit it again. Mixing up her shit.
Green Trucker and the beat like, what's the scenario?
Uh-huh.
That's the Tribe song.
Uh-huh.
What's the yo? Here we go, yo. Here we go, yo.
Yeah.
So what's the scenario?
So like with that, that flow that you got for that first half of the song, completely different than the second half of the song.
Yeah.
The second half, the cadence of the second half is unconventional. It's
Yeah.
like different because like the rhyme scheme comes like a little late, and that shit hits so good.
You mean the second verse or the second half of the first verse?
No, the second verse.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And the leather straight from Italy. Yeah.
yeah. So that's different, and I
That
feel
was, yeah.
if you could do that without any theoretical training, that kind of flow is the type of flow that will make people that are theoretically trained bob their head and like, you know,
Yeah.
tip their hats to you.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. I don't know what zone I was in. Sometimes I can't recreate it even if I wanted to. So I just chalk it up to I'm a vessel. So that shit was super cool. But that's high praise from you, bro. Thank you.
Dude, I mean, I really respect your craft, man. Even like the older shit that you hate when I bring up.
Jesus.
Cyan.
No, you want to talk about old shit? This nigga probably has the biggest vault of my old shit ever.
Let's talk about it. What was his older shit like?
I specifically remember exactly where I was when I heard Killa, and I have Killa on MP3.
It's my first song ever.
Ever. Could I hear it?
No,
Would you not-
absolutely
you wouldn't
not.
let me
We're not
hear it?
doing that.
I don't even think he'll let
We're
me
not
play it
doing
for
that.
people.
Wow.
I'll break his phone before I let that shit get out. That
There's
shit
some
is
stuff.
turned
There's
out.
Champagne. You know Champagne?
Damn.
Champagne was probably like,
2016.
yeah, that was I think when you were talking about moments or like, oh, like when did you know you had it? I was like,
Champagne.
this is the first time where I was like, oh, like he got something.
Wow.
It was back when rap still had 3 verses to your choruses, and like you had to make a full classic hip hop song.
Yeah.
And he was rapping, and like you could hear the progression through the song, and it was a story, and like he was talking and shit, and I was like, this is really good. And
Wow.
And obviously, the second I said that, he deleted it.
That's never gonna change,
Dude, and coming from a homie where like anyone less than a homie could give you just feedback to like make you smile, right?
Yeah.
But like coming from someone that you've been homies with since what, the 6th grade?
Yeah.
6. Yeah.
Where he could be brutally honest with you and just be like, hey, that ain't it.
Yeah, yeah, and that's kind of just what we feed off of now.
Yeah.
Shit, he said shit like that, and I'm like, yo, that's just the worst shit I've heard though. So it means very little, but I do still appreciate it. Like he doesn't have to say that.
I mean, because you're tough on your older self. The last podcast that we
sucked.
it's so
He
interesting that you
sucked.
talk
That
about
nigga
old
didn't
you in
suck.
third person.
He didn't suck at the time.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
He
He
suck
sucks
now?
in retrospect, but a lot of things suck in retrospect. So.
Hopefully, you're saying that about current day in 5 years or 6 years.
Ooh. I don't know. I'm a good amount removed from the real star version of me, and that nigga was in a bag. I
What about the
respect
6
him.
version of you?
Ooh.
Because you love 6. You said 6 was the album of the year.
Yeah, it was. But at the same time, still had a hint of insecurity.
6 is 2021?
21, yeah.
Okay.
He had a bit of insecurity.
Interesting.
There was something there, though. Like, to be dug
There's
up.
always something there because it's you, dude. You talk about this person in third person, but like at the end of the day, it's still younger you, and it's kind of like if that's what you're being if the Danny Ali that you're criticizing is if that's what you're criticizing, then your standards are like high because like, you know, I've brought up with other artists that I've had here, I tell them like all the time, like I've listened to like your first thing that's on a streaming platform, then I listen to your most recent thing to see the journey.
Yeah.
And like your first thing is, I think, an impressive first like introduction to the fucking game, you know?
That's a good way to put it. But my standard, I only have 2 standards, and that's Ye and Michael Jackson. So I don't hold myself to no standard
Don't
other
compare
than
your,
that.
that's
No, I don't
different.
compare myself to them. I don't compare myself to anybody. Don't get me wrong. But when you're trying to achieve something and you're trying to be the greatest at something,
Yeah.
even if it's not the same exact thing, I'm not trying to be Mike. I'm not trying to be Kanye. I'm trying to be my version of what I see as perfection. So I could
I
care
see.
less about like good enough. Good enough's never good enough for me. And like great isn't good enough for me. I have to be the best, or this shit, I'm gonna look at this shit like I do Sign and how I look at Cult.
You said
That shit's
something
awful.
so dope in on one of your reels. You said, fuck your goals if they ain't specific.
Dead ass. What are we doing? What are you having a goal for if it's not specific? You're just giving yourself an out by not being specific.
Yeah.
You could say, yo, I want to be this, but I want to be something in the realm of this. But as long as you hit somewhere on the dartboard, then you're going to be satisfied.
Yeah.
If you don't hit that bullseye, if you give yourself a bullseye and you don't hit that bullseye, you did not complete your goal.
Interesting.
So you're giving yourself that many outs on the dartboard.
Interesting.
Instead of just being like, no, I want to be the bullseye.
Interesting. That's a good way to put it.
Yeah. That's the way. If you're creating in any other way, then I think you're kind of cheating yourself.
How do you, if you're not hitting the bullseye, and it's not necessarily for lack of effort, it's not necessarily for lack of talent, like how do you react to that?
Get better. It's kind of simple.
Right.
It sounds condescending
It's
when
so
I say
simple.
it, but
I'm so
sometimes
stupid. I'm so fucking dumb.
Nah, but the bullseye's a lot bigger than we think sometimes too. The bullseye's a lot bigger than we think. We're just scared to put a number on it or quantify what the bullseye is.
Dude, that's nuts,
It's a lot of shit we do is out of fear.
It's also hard to quantify the bullseye because you don't get the same feeling from the quantifiable metrics you do from like the qualitative metrics.
Yeah.
So you're trying to hit a bullseye and you're like, the bullseye is, I don't know, let's just say 1 million streams. And you hit the 1 million streams and you don't have that feeling that you like accomplished the goal. Then it changes what the idea of 1 million streams actually means to you.
What is success to you? What is growth to you?
But if 1 million streams is success to you, your bullseye's off.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's a whole different
You're on a
conversation.
completely
That's a
different bar.
dartboard.
Your dartboard is somewhere over in another
That's a different
room.
bar.
You're never going to be satisfied. That's not the happy dartboard.
Wow,
That's
no.
the superficial, I need to look like I'm doing it dartboard. And I never want to operate on that dartboard.
Yeah, you're
Never.
right.
Yeah.
You're right. Man, dude, that's so good. Wow, I learned a lot from that.
Yeah.
Your journey's been dope, dude. I've been there's this specific music video that you have. I think you're wearing like a beanie in it. Is it an orange beanie?
That shit could be.
soda?
What's
That
the
shit
one
could
with
be anyone.
where you reference Broly? Which one's that one?
Oh my God, Bag!
Bag.
We're in love with that video, bro.
Bag's dope, dude.
We
Bag's
loved that
so
video
dope.
for
Shout
so
out to Sean,
long.
man.
Bag is still
Shout out my
dope.
dog Sean.
Shout out to Sean.
That's my
Sean's
homie from
great people.
college from Hawaii. That dude shot my video. I was moving back home in like 3 days. He was like, "Yo, I know you're getting ready to go do this music thing. Let's go shoot a video. I have a camera." And he just shot that, edited that, sent it back to me, and I sat on it for probably like 6 months.
Dude, at the time, that was like some of the most professional shit. The delivery, the quality of being like, I know this guy and he's putting this shit out because like we all know a guy and they putting shit out.
Yeah.
But I know this guy and he's putting that, like, what
Yeah.
you like that, man.
That was crazy. That was a
hard
crazy time.
bar,
We were
too.
in love with that. That honestly, that one video, that changed my whole mindset on how I wanted to operate. I knew I wanted shit closer to that than the professional look. And I was just like, I don't give a fuck what you think. Like, this is gonna be the direction I go in. And in some ways, it's kind of still there in the baseline. Like, I just like eye catching shit.
Yeah. Oh, it worked, man.
Yeah.
It worked, dude.
That shit sucks though. Like, in retrospect, I was so hyped. There's so many videos that I love. Like 4.
4 is a great video.
That shit sucks. I
wasn't-
edited that
I mean,
shit.
There's nothing we could say to him, Ron.
Well, you gotta also understand that when I'm looking at the videos, I'm not looking at the qualitativeness of the video, the quality of the video. I'm looking like, what were we actually doing and how is it in that video?
Were we still in college? I think so. Oh, wait, yeah.
It was 2018, so
We
I
was
had
still at
just
SAC.
moved to SAC,
Yeah.
and Fatty was in San Diego, and Sai was also in San Diego, but we were all in Daly City to
At
shoot
this
that
very
video.
moment.
Whoa, everyone came together.
Crossover
Yeah.
episode. It was the Avengers.
See, that's what I'm saying.
2018.
Like the meaning behind that
Yeah.
video, regardless of what you think about it
It's a
objectively.
good song.
Wait,
One of my
that was like
one of my favorite songs.
I'll perform it one day.
You won't.
I will.
I requested it many
I
times.
told you I will perform it at your kid's first birthday.
Stop it.
You better have a kid.
Yeah.
You just gotta have a kid to make it happen.
Yeah.
And by the time I might
Bring a
take it
kid.
down.
It's on you, man. Don't be fucking selfish, Ron.
I'm gonna have a
Procreate.
Danny Ali concert. It's just gonna be me. I'm like, oh, y'all showed up?
That's crazy. That shit's still on streaming, isn't it?
No,
It's not?
You had
That's
it on
tough.
the.
You don't know what you took off of streaming platforms?
No. I think
He just said whatever Ron.
I
likes
want to
is
take
no
Colt
longer
off,
there.
but I love White Blood too much. That shit.
Why would you take these things away? These timestamps, bro.
Because there's still timestamps for me. They just don't need to be timestamps for potential investors and
I
corporations that hear
I see what
membership.
you're saying.
Like, what is this? Yo, I hate that song so much. I thought I was doing something so conceptual with that album. I think that's the best part.
I think that's the beautiful part. We're all thinking about like what we were doing in the past.
Super
was beautiful,
cringe.
man.
Super cringe.
I mean, I cringe at myself all of the time, but like,
mine's in for the world to see. Here's the deep cuts in the family archives, and mine is just on broad daylight. you
Yeah.
know? I love it though. I just take it for what it is because I'm such a different person from that 2018 version.
Young Space Wolf.
Whoo! Space space.
Dude. All right. You guys know how these episodes end. I'm going to provide 2 options. And it's up to y'all how you guys want to do it. You could do one or the other or neither. Or both. I ain't tripping. Improv scene.
I'm going improv because I'm not rapping.
You guys want to freestyle?
Okay, I can't freestyle.
We could do a freestyle and then we'll do improv.
Okay. Yeah. You got to put your cans on. Do you want some headphones to be able to hear the beat?
Yeah, I can do.
Okay, let me just get that to you real quick.
Yeah, no, it's
Dude, I
good.
get so excited for the freestyles.
I might go ad lib on the freestyle.
You gonna ad lib them?
Yeah, because I'm terrible. It's exciting.
I'm trying to decide if I want to troll or if I want to give you a real one.
I don't think I've heard you freestyle in like 6 years.
I don't like freestyling because it just feels like I told you about it before.
Yeah,
I just
you
don't
told me.
don't pull up to my job and ask me to perform my job.
That's literally what
I see.
typecasting is.
Yeah, it's just super corny.
Which is why I'm like, hey, if you don't want to do it, you don't want to do it. But
Nah, I'll do it. I mean, I ain't never scared. I ain't never scared.
You ain't scared?
He's terrified. Let's go.
Is this one?
Yeah.
Yo, I made a beat to this sample a long ass time ago. I haven't made a beat.
So
in
if
a
Fatty
while.
did, yeah, Fatty did too.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Wow, this is beautiful.
You're welcome.
Wow, thanks, Ron. Yeah. That rain come down, I'm never scared, bitch, I never flinch, never that. They could copycat, but no, they never this. Talk a lot, never diss, run it like I run with Chris. Give me that, I want a lot, she want a rich nigga, just a fun of trips. Oh my God, pray the stars, cloudy skies, don't apologize. Stand for something, bitch, stand for pride, stay on your job. Ring dial tone, this immortal vibes. Leave a message after the heartbeat, watch me come alive. This the heart flow, switching, I'm auto. Muse fitting like auto, rock the beat, I'm an auto. Pilot, you on the tarmac, you the sequel, I'm par 4. Looking for Ali, what the fuck they need you to talk for? Okay, let's troll now. I got a verse off, now we can troll. Yeah. Give me a word. Yeah.
Connector.
Connector. Connector.
You gotta rhyme with
Yeah.
vector.
This is kind of fast though. She don't give me, I don't respect her. Rock the beat, I'm connector. Ron said you a hoe, so I don't got an ejector. Give me another one. You can give me a real word. Nigga said connector.
I don't know. I'm bad with words. You put me on the spot here.
Beanie.
Oh.
Beanie. Yeah. They say a lot and I know they don't mean it. Put up in some devious. Put up in something devious. Had this shit since I was rocking yellow fucking beanies and had the flow on lock. Been on top since I was bumping that pot. I thought the beat was going on. Been on top of the and we go never stop. Going caught like we taking the top. Really the rock. No Jay-Z, but we really on pop shit. Give me another one. Sweater.
I mean, going for my whole fit.
Sweater. In the game I'm so ahead of. Got this shit since I was Oregon debtors. Got the feelers on with cheddar. Gotta rock it like a sweater. No 864, I just shoot the game, get it, pull up in the 4. Pull up bumping on the 4. Rocking on the 5 and I'm rocking with the 4. Got it rocking with the hoes. Rocking on my chains, yeah, she rocking on my gold. Teeth is on the green, got me going. Christian, give me beats, keep me going.
Fuck yeah.
That's tough.
Hell
I
yeah.
gotta keep going. That's funny as shit. Nigga said connector.
I don't know. I'm just looking. Don't ask me for a word. You're about to get sweats next. Shit.
Sweats?
Yeah. Beanie, sweater, sweat.
Yeah, I was just looking at rhymes.
He's going for my whole fit right now.
Puma socks, niggas know
What's
we
the
do
Apple
the
Watch?
bar.
Go. Yeah, that's Snapchat.
Chichia. Oh my god, this shit is beautiful. Yo, these type beat niggas are getting too good.
Yeah.
You wanna go?
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
Skip fall, they like who that boy. This ain't no time for this 1994. They know I keep that flame like Wayne, some hot boys, and I got my own way. Go and grab that board. I'm from the land of the 6'5", drop of the beat. If you running, only thing you got that chop of the beat. If you ducking, you ain't nothing but a oppa to me. Yeah, I skid up on that curb like a stop of the feet. And who next? Well, your bitch chirping up my next tail. Asking for the brain, I keep the intel. Looking like a king, higher living for the team. And I'm never creeping sheets, cause I know it never ends well. Yes, blessed in a motherfucker send off. Preem, you see me fiend, it's not a centaur. Ski mask killers and they let off on any nigga speaking on the scent wrong. Only accidental if they left off and everybody checked off. So go and tell me who got it. If it ain't me, tell me where I gotta stash the body. Go find me where the drummer lit. And if you try to hide, we ain't running, bitch. You sneaking and I'm motherfucking hunting it, word. And I'm hunting it, word.
Incredible.
And
So
I'm hunting it, word.
there's that ad lib.
I was waiting for ad-libs the whole time, and this
I don't know. What am I
motherfucker.
supposed to ad-lib? I don't know what you're saying.
Oh, here, what up?
Yeah.
Let me run it back a
Yeah.
little bit. Oh, here, I want to try to.
Oh, Christian's going. He going.
Okay, let's
He
go.
going. I got real ad-libs for you.
Look at me.
All right. My shit's so silly, it's very trash, and I just like to do it for the fun of the off the top of the dome type shit. So can I get a word?
Disclaimer.
Snake.
Yeah. Snake. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Playing with my snake in the lake. Gotta clean up the leaves so I find a fucking rake.
Yeah.
I'm not fake. What the fuck do
Whoa.
you wanna do with me?
Huh.
My name is Christian. That starts with the letter C. Baltazar, yeah. Fucking big and brown. Wanna go to town. I
Whoa.
got a sound. I'm gonna find your lady and I pound. And
Pound.
I'm the king, so I wear a fucking crown. And
Yeah.
I'm not really fucking around. I'm like, Christian, come on, let's get the fucking ladies.
Yeah.
I wanna bite their neck like a vampire with rabies. I'm gonna give them from scabies, and I'm gonna be like, girl, let me give you some baby. So I take it to the back, and I fill up on the rack. Yeah, I don't want the kitchen, I just want a tiny snack. 'Cause later on, I'll take you over to my room, and we'll go fucking microdose on some big old shrooms. I'll be like, I'm really motherfucking tripping. I'm gonna get a cup cause I'm fucking sipping. I'm gonna get my penis cause I'm fucking sticking. And I wanna take your lips cause it's lips that I kissing. And I'm like, damn girl, you got some motherfucking sisters?
Yeah.
Cause you know that I'm gonna find a girl that I kissed her. And I'm gonna be like, what, you want to be my mister? I'm your mister. And I got a fucking blister cause I felt so hard for you. I like girls. I like to get me a girl just like all over the world. I'll fucking take your man, put his head in the swirl. And I'm like, yeah, I'll give you a fucking necklace full of pearls, bitch.
What? What? I'll give him a swirl, nigga. Noogie. Wait,
Thank
what's
you.
that shit? Swirly.
A swirly.
Swirly.
Yeah, I put his head in the toilet
the
and I'll
bitch.
flush. There you go. And that's a freestyle. There we go.
That was elite. Elite.
All right. You guys want to do an improv scene? You guys just want to end it? How you guys feeling?
No,
Improv
let's
scene
do
for
improv
sure?
scene.
All right, then we'll end it
I'm
right
trying
there.
to get into my acting bag.
All right. Oh, with the vocal warm-ups and everything. So the way this goes, I mean, you guys are familiar. It could do with anything or everything having to do with the episode, or it doesn't have to be about anything at all, just as long as it's off the top of the
Okay,
dome.
disclaimer. It's really hard for me to not laugh at shit.
That's fine.
I'm a very cheerful person.
We're okay to break character. We're okay to break character.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Whoever breaks character first
All right.
stinks.
Without further ado, baddies, ladies and gentlemen, it can't be that bad. Yeah. Danny. Hey, Danny.
Try not to cry. Yeah. I just got some bad news.
What happened? Hey, no, dude, come in. Ron, why are you just over there in the back? Come
I can't
in.
fucking stand this shit, man.
What happened?
Life's not fucking fair. It's just not fucking fair, man.
What do you guys are speaking? It's 11 p.m. at night. My fiance's asleep. You guys are right at my door. What's up? What's going on?
I just had to kill a nigga.
You had to kill someone?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Get inside. Don't say this on the Ring doorbell. Like, what the? Ron, you get inside. Fuck! Oh my God.
Not again. Not like this, man. Not like this.
Why'd you let me do it?
I told you if he didn't have the shit by 10:59 out the door when that nigga pulled up.
It was 8:20.
Nigga, you know I can't count. You know I failed the second grade 3 times.
3 times? That's a lot. How old are you now?
I'm 28.
And you still did you get
I
past?
didn't go back.
Old
No.
ass nigga.
I'm 30. That offends me. Why
That
would you
wasn't
say
very
that?
nice.
That's not nice to anyone.
sorry.
I mean, it's also not nice that you killed someone.
Yeah, it is.
All right, have a seat. Oh my God, is that blood on your shoes?
Put him out of his
Yeah,
misery.
these are red bottoms.
Oh God. Oh, those are just Louboutins. Those are nice.
Ron had already rolled over him. It was a mercy killing.
Oh, this was with the car?
Yes.
And you parked the car right up front of my house? What's going on?
It was your car.
My car? Why do you have my car?
Damn it, Ron. Why'd you take his car?
We had to get to the spot.
To the spot? What's the spot? What spot?
We got to get back here first of all. And if we knew we was coming back here, we had to grab the car.
I don't understand. I didn't even realize
Did
you
you
took
hide the
my
gun?
car.
No, the gun right outside of the car.
It's in my car?
Yeah.
What did you guys... Okay, what happened? You guys were dealing some shit to this guy? He didn't bring the money? Or
So what happened was we played him that new brand name.
Oh,
And
yeah.
he said, yeah. What I'm doing is I got you with a visual.
I'm okay. I mean, my asthma subsided, but you just killed the
I'll
guy.
take a hit
so-
later, you know. So yeah.
Thank you,
I hit you with that new
appreciate it.
visual and I'll bring it back by 10:59. And if I don't bring it back by 10:59, you know what you got to do.
And then he literally hit him with the new visual playing in the car.
You hit him.
He tried to airdrop it, right? But he tried to airdrop it to my phone. I'm on airplane mode.
Okay.
So I was
We're not
You
on
know.
the airplane.
Why are
is
you
he
on airplane mode when you're not on
because
air?
it was 11:01. Or I thought it was 11:01 and he pulled
Is
up.
it
You're not good at math. It's all because it's 11 p.m. right now. It's
Yeah,
11:05
They said I got
now.
the dyslexia. So you know the 11 sometimes look
I
like
don't know if it
8.
works that way.
You thought to add it?
Huh?
What was it? How did you think it was 11?
Because if you add 8,
Eight?
2, and 1,
It was
you get 11.
8:20.
But see, the clock had just changed.
No,
I'm not very
it's
good at
not
math.
daylight savings time.
I don't know if this is the problem at hand. There's a dead guy.
Yeah.
Where's his body?
I don't remember.
So he's actually under the car that we parked.
He's still under the
Yeah,
car.
yeah, so-
Don't call it the car. It's my car.
Okay.
And
I
it's,
wouldn't take credit for that though, just in case you don't know.
No,
Yeah,
I mean I
heard him?
can't. It's like there's paperwork. I
Okay.
They're recording.
Oh,
The
That's,
FBI.
that's my Blink camera.
Are
some-
you sure?
and
Yeah,
then you
'cause-
stream it?
What? I'm
You
not
streaming this
streaming
shit?
it. No,
Wait,
no.
you got to delete the footage.
I will. I can. I'm not. Go. We have
Wait,
that
hold
for when
on.
we
Hey,
have the dogs. It's the
man,
dog
I don't
camera.
like how you
I gotta
kinda
call-
looking, man.
Should I call 911?
Why would you call 911?
There is a dead man under your car.
Hey
What?
man, why is there a dead man under your car? Why do I
Okay,
got
if
blood
you're
on my
gonna
shoes?
flip it on
Wait a
me,
second.
I already have it recorded.
Wait a
What did
second.
I do?
Whoa.
You killed a man.
I did not. Don't gaslight me.
I feel like
Did
you're
he
trying
not?
to gaslight us.
Yo,
What?
what's going on here? Should I pull a Karen and record you? Right
No,
now?
don't do that.
Yo,
Please
World
don't do
Star,
that. We don't
World
have to-
Star.
What?
No, not World Star.
are we
This is my
doing?
own home. There's a bunch of legalities that you guys are breaking.
You
here.
killed
Like,
him. He killed a man.
You
Killed a
can't just
man.
record. You're actually recording.
You killed a man.
I didn't do
Okay.
such a thing.
Did he ask
we
for it?
we have 2 witnesses right here that heard you attest to it being your car, and there's a dead man under your car. So
I have
now
recordings
tell
of
me,
you
what
guys
were you
saying-
doing today at 8:20 p.m.?
I was
And
here.
at 11:01.
Both of those well, okay, like at 8:20, I was my fiance and I were trying to have sexy time.
Okay.
It's this whole thing. She was playing gifs off of Tumblr.
Well, 8:20 is a
okay.
weird time, so I don't know if they'll go for that, but
Yeah.
What do you mean that's a weird time? It's a
8:20 is
time.
just not a good time to.
8:20 is the normal time to try to have some cahoots with your wife. I don't know.
So we've been brought here today because we're investigating a mercy killing that occurred today at 8:20.
There's blood dripping off of your shoes right now.
I was at the
In your
crime
home.
scene. I'm a federal investigator.
I know who you are, Danny.
We know where you live.
Obviously, you're here. I've let you guys into my home for a previous
So,
podcast.
Explain these blood trails leading to this very moment.
It's your actual
your
shoes. It's all coming off your dunks
I'm
right
borrowing
now.
yours.
Those are my shoes. Why do you have my shoes? And why are you
We got
driving
'em.
my car?
We fucking got him. Why was it your car that was at the crime scene?
Because you guys just said you took it from me.
I don't know how to drive. I don't even have a license. Checkmate.
I've seen you drive. You can't say checkmate. This is not a game of chess. Are you okay?
Checkers.
This is not checkers. Are you guys fine? What's going on here? Cut to an insane asylum where Ron and Danny are talking to each other about how they could have dealt with this issue better.
Bro, I fucking told you, like, we could have pinned the whole
I thought
thing
I
on
had
him.
it in the bag. It was his car. We had everything. I didn't know he was recording. I told you he was recording. You said, no, that's a blink camera.
Bro, what happened between the hours of 8:20 and 11:01 p.m. on that day?
Hey, keep it down in there. Keep it down in there.
Damn it, you're going to get us in fucking trouble again, bro.
We can't get any more trouble, bro. Were they going to let us out of here?
They'll send us to actual jail. I'm skinny. I can't last in actual jail.
Bro, these walls are getting smaller by the day.
Pause.
And scene. And that's improv, boys.
Yo, it's not fair because he break character and they can't see it. This nigga be sitting there giggling it out. And I'm like, fuck, God damn it. That shit was fun.
That was good. You guys really committed to, just trying to frame me. So now I know who not to trust in a very stressful situation.
Oh, yeah, I'm very trustworthy.
I don't think so.
I think so.
You'll stop hearing from me before I snitch. You'll be like, yo, Ron? Nah. I'm gone.
Danny be the first person to be like, Christian did it. Christian did it.
We went over this in the zombie apocalypse. Like, we wouldn't even kill you if you were a zombie, bro.
That's right. You're right. You're so right.
I'm the most trustworthy Scouts honor. I was a Boy Scout from the years 2008 to 2010, so I have Scouts honor forever.
Damn.
I wasn't.
You're a Scout?
No, you weren't.
I was not a Boy Scout.
Man, I can't trust anything you say anymore. This when you first came into my home, it started off with so much love and authenticity, but now I don't even know who you are anymore. I've known you for 12 years. I don't even know who you are anymore. But on a real note, gentlemen, thank you for coming through.
Thank you for having us.
You got one last thing. Look into the barrel of your camera, Danny. And then I'm going to have you pop out a little bit when you have to plug your stuff.
Okay.
But yeah, tell listeners, tell the baddies where they can find you once again. Tell them what they could look forward to.
Baddies, you can find me at official Danny Ali on Instagram, DannyAli.com, at 65 Danny Ali on TikTok, at Young Space Wolf on Twitter. Don't go there. It's just a little unhinged. But we're gearing up for another crazy year. 2023 was a great year. It Can't Be That Bad was a huge part of that. And I thank you for being able to assist me and give me a high five while I was waiting.
I didn't know if you were presenting me or waiting for a high five.
It can't be that bad. A great part of my year last year, and I'm happy to do it again. 6'5" is taking over the world.
6'6".
Say it again. 6'5" is taking over the world. And yeah, follow the journey. I'd love to have you guys a part of it.
Hell yeah. All right, Ron, peek into the camera.
Keep going. Keep going.
Yo, it's Ron.
Talking to the mic.
Oh, shit. Hello. It's me, at Oreo Kid Ronaldo on all relevant platforms, not Tumblr. Shout out to Tumblr. We're still going to call Twitter X, or we're still going to call X Twitter because we don't respect it. Around our hype on all platforms, we like to create artistic, anomalies. Don't follow anything that you hear. Question everything. At the 6'5" show. Listen to the podcast. It's just Bay Area niggas just doing creative shit. Yeah. Go do you. Go take a walk. Take care of your mental. Take care of your peace. Listen to the It Can't Be That Bad podcast.
Thank you.
That's all I got to say.
Hell yeah.
6'5".
All right, and one last thing. Danny, just leave the listeners with a piece of advice, a phrase, a saying, something that they could go about their day with, and something that reminds them that it can't be that bad.
Ooh, there's no better time than the present.
Hell yeah.
At every time. This is the youngest you'll ever be again. Chase that dream.
Yeah.
There is no tomorrow if you don't make it a tomorrow. Did that make sense? I hope so. But live every moment like it's your last. Ron did ASMR for the first time and I didn't like it, so it kind of threw my whole rhythm off. This nigga's in here talking like this. So I hope you guys all do exactly what you were destined to do and walk in those steps proudly.
Baddies, you guys know where to find me. You guys know where to find the podcast because you're already here. We love you. Peace out, Danny, Ron. Thanks again. Bye.
Thank you.
6'5".
Can't be that bad, oh, it 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 can't be that bad.